Beautiful place. But then after there, somehow we all got viral fever. And then Nikki was saying, Madam, at the same time, I also got there's a lot of viral going on anyway. Symptoms, yeah. Thank you so much. And this is from Madam Ammi Pet
Jyotsna.
This is our dear Jyotsna Madam's backyard orange. Please feel free and have some. You've got it for all. And there are more. Right. Thank you. No problem. बेटा एक टिश्यू भी दे दे हाँ आप इंट्रोडक्शन करो इस बीच में मैं थोड़ा हाथ पोंछ लेती हूँ बेटा थैंक यू आप ऐसे आ जाओ ना मेरे बगल में
अरे मैं नीचे बैठती हूँ
आजा बेटा
Well, it's not a formal, it's a family. For those who don't know Amma, many of you know connected to her through her soul life. But the formal introduction of Amma is Dr. Saroja Gullapalli, lovingly known as Amma, is a visionary and founder of Beyond Your Mind Foundation, BYM. BYM is a global platform focused on imparting holistic wisdom to people of all ages with the 4 core pillars: awareness, forgiveness, gratitude, and surrender. BYM aims to create a compassionate society filled with love and light. Saroja ma'am's contributions are vast. She's an award-winning speaker, self-empowerment coach, author of Red Rose, and the founder of multiple platforms like Crystal Children Corner Academy, Saroja's self-empowerment platforms, and Saroja's holistic living and awareness counseling program. Under BYM umbrella, there are many programs which are running continuously throughout the year for the benefit of humanity. By profession, Saroja Gullapalli is an engineer and a former senior corporate executive from an MNC in Melbourne, Australia. Now, I warmly invite Saroja ma'am to bless her wisdom and guide us in our spiritual journey. Thank you. Thank you for coming in our lives.
अरे इतने प्यार से इतने बच्चे हैं यहाँ पे कहाँ जाएंगे यार तुम्हारा प्यार तो खींच के ले आता ही है या हमारे जूम वाले दोस्तों को भी दिखा देते हैं ना अरे कोई मामूली फ्लावर्स थोड़े मास्टर्स फ्लावर्स फ्रॉम सैन फ्रांसिस्को दे लुक सो ब्यूटीफुल रेड रोज व्हाइट रोज and blue flowers also
4th July.
See how beautiful they are. All enjoy. I'm already getting lot of love signs. Are baapre. Well done. Oh my God, lot of love signs going up. Suruchi madam, your flowers are a hit. Thank you, Master. Thank you. So, masters, I had viral fever. I'm continuing my story. I won't leave the story. I love stories. Our life is a story, madam. Madam, English okay? Which is Melanagan market. But other languages are there, so I'm making sure they're speaking English. My English is also not that great, so that's why she's saying I won't understand.
No, I don't know any English. I know it's pretty something. Yeah.
That's good enough. So anyway, I fell sick. And then I don't know how I was taken to New York, but 4 days, like I was in very high temperature. And then my question was, I had a solid trip coming up, my spiritual trip. All my loving masters from all over US and Canada. And my husband saying, let's go back to Australia. I don't think we'll be able to cope up. A lot of weakness after that viral fever. Some kind of virus. Every day there is a new strain of virus. After the COVID, we don't know what is happening in the world. Even the doctors don't know. They will give you a flu injection. They say, oh, new virus. That's why we didn't cover. That's. So anyway, then from that point, I thought, okay, let masters do what they want. So I continued and they continued back to Australia and it took me a while. The story why I'm saying is all these things, I'm not that much of a sensitive person. I really don't need all this, but at the moment I'm going through cough. The cough is prevailing for some time and hence I have to take care. And my sessions started in Canada and they were all 7 hours, 8 hours workshops. So I had to talk a lot. And even the sessions that were formally supposed to be 2 hours, with Saroja Amma, nothing finishes in 2 hours. Yeah, I can remember. So every session you go on for 6, 7 hours. And when you do that, you need to make sure you look after yourself, right? So even though I didn't take care of myself, but a lot of loving family who were looking after. So I'm very grateful to the universe that my 45 days, this beautiful spiritual family trip this is the last phase of it. And my throat gave me a lot of support, for which I'm very grateful to my body, my throat, and to the viral fever who treated me with so much care. It didn't come in the way of my program. It did not, madam. So very grateful. I didn't attend the wedding completely. Honestly, I don't even know how the wedding went, but fortunately my trip didn't suffer. So I'm very grateful to the universe for that. So everyone asks me, every day you're taking a flight or a drive, how are you managing? And I was telling masters, it doesn't matter where you sit, whether on a plane or a car or on a bullock cart or at home. You have to sit somewhere now. What does it matter where you sit? So if we can be in that state, masters, where sitting is only sitting, you know why we stress? Because we build a story around what we are doing. Everything has to be a story. Otherwise, there is no drama in it. So when you want a drama, then life becomes a drama, right? Otherwise, there is no big drama here. Everything, whether we sit on a sofa or a plane or what happens. Otherwise, you're walking either in the airport or at home. Somewhere you have to walk. So I think I took that kind of an approach. So it didn't matter where I was sitting, what I was doing. Yes, 45 days trip. Looking back, is a long trip, but it really went in a whisk. And today, like Harita was reminding, today all the hosts, this is the last session of Madam's this session trip. And I really wanted to start with my gratitude to all the masters who have been following me from all part of the world. And one of the masters here, San Francisco, they're asking, how does your sessions go, madam? If it is offline, then why Zoom? Then I reminded them, there is a whole suite of people from all over the world who are sending their love so that madam can go on with her trip. So to all you people on the Zoom who have been following me this 45 days, not because any other support, to make sure madam is well, madam continues, Amma continues this trip. I'm very grateful to you, masters, for sending me your energies and your love. Without love, nothing is possible. And you all know, my trip is also based on that love, to spread love, to make people understand what does this love mean. And I think we have done it, friends. Good, thank you. Because this is the last session, I will start with gratitude. Without gratitude, our life is waste. So let me say thank you to everybody, and then we will come back to the session. My heartfelt gratitude to Harita madam, who took so much effort behind all this and kept coordinating with all these masters to make this such a successful program. Success doesn't mean how many people attended. Success means how much love did we get. And I got tons of love. And I hope you all got tons of love, masters, for all the sessions. Every place, every masters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My trip started with my soul sister and me joining together in a session, Dena, Mariam and me. That is how this trip started. It was a beautiful start of the journey. And I did not think I could make that day, that morning. I was really sick. But that's what happens when your soul family is there. Better turn this family. More. Yeah, that's it. And when you have connection with your soul sister, you will meet them. Many people say, like this one, she's been waiting for me for God knows how long. I won't put it in a time frame, but that's the fact. They pull you. They pull you from wherever you are, in whichever corner of the world you are, they'll pull you. We don't understand what love is, masters, because we don't live in that space. We don't have any connection from where the love starts. We don't even know where it starts. Yes, we are understanding now slowly. But if we can live in the frequency of from where the love starts, which is your heart. That means we need to understand heart a lot. Before you understand your heart, you must understand what's happening in your life. We cannot live life as if we are robots. Let another day come, let it go. One more day finish, one more day finish. Life is not one more day finish, masters. Life is one moment happening. And that is now. This is the moment. This is the life. So I request every masters to be energetic. Life got to be lived with Josh. See, spirituality is not serious at all. We don't have to sit like this. Because spirituality means सारा तमाशा फिनिश हो गया, अब सैड स्टोरी नहीं. अभी तमाशा बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. अभी पिक्चर बाकी है, तालियां बजाओ. Bring your Josh out. That is life. That is why our lives are like this. Madam, what is my purpose? Madam, why did I come here? Madam, what next? अरे थोड़ा बॉडी लैंग्वेज स्ट्रेट करो यार. बैकबोन स्ट्रेट करो थोड़ा. हाँ. When the body language changes, then you see what brings in energy changes around you. पूरा जिंदगी, this is how we have been sitting. How will life change, masters? Yes, sir. अरे bring in the change, man. తీసుకురండి మార్పు. Who is going to come, man? Who is going to come and say, come on, change? Nobody will come. Why? You are the hero of your life and you are the villain. If your life is going nowhere, matlab full villain is in action. Why you want to initiate that villain in yourself? Maybe for a change you can say, Arey Aja villain, I'm getting bored of the hero, but we haven't even seen the hero properly. Why you want to start the villain yet? So masters, every day, even when I was having viral fever, the only thing that kept me going is when I closed my eyes, I could see masters, I could see places. Which masters? You. I could see all of you and the classes that were going to happen. And that used to make me jump out of my bed in viral fever. Really, Ritu madam. Did I get your name right? Did you? Yeah. Then I realized, where is my energy coming from? Viral fever won't give me energy because it is doing its job. Its job is, and it's training me, but that is its job. I can't expect viral fever to give me a lot of energy. It is doing its job. I have to do my job. What? By thinking what is happening, what did I plan? And every time I closed my eyes, masters, I knew straight away that this is where I want to be. I'm really telling you what happened. And that's why I told my husband, you go, I'll continue. He said, how will you continue? I had my Canada trip just the next day. So I said, don't worry, I'll take wheelchair assistance. He got more worried. You want wheelchair and you still want to go to Canada? I said, no, I have to go. You know what happened, masters? Madam came from Canada. She took me and she went to come. That is what masters will do. If this is, jigar has to be strong, masters. So we have to change our body language to make our jigar strong. Not only in this session, never sit like this, masters. We did not come to, Ayo, what is this life? No. Come on, this is life. Right? I often tell people, you have the power to change your life. Only you have the power. अरे को सब शर्मा रहे, कोई नहीं खा रहा, मैं खा के रोटेट करूं. अम्मा पास कर. बेटा टिश्यू तो दे. So, अम्मा delicious.
Very juicy.
చాలా బాగుందమ్మా. ఇంకేం ప్రవచనం చెప్తానమ్మా ఇలా పడు. खाना देने के बाद अब प्रवचन क्या है? खाना ही है, सोना है. థ్యాంక్ యూ బేటా.
మమ్మీ థ్రోట్ కి చాలా మంచిది కూడా.
చాలా బాగుందమ్మా. ఆ ప్లేట్ మళ్ళీ తిరిగి రాదు, ఇంకోటి కోసుకోవాల్సిందే. చాలా బాగుంది. मैडम पल्लो पन्ना రెండు పళ్ళు కోసేయండి मैडम, అందరం కలిసి తినేద్దాం. मैं बोल रही हूँ अभी करना ही है तो काट लो सारे, सब मिलके खा लेते हैं. है ना? बहुत अच्छा था ना. बहुत टेस्टी है, बहुत टेस्टी है. या सो मास्टर्स, Many people come to me because I do counseling also. I do a lot of personal counseling and for last 15 years. But there is one pattern in every question. Either you're not happy with your life the way it is going, or if you're happy, you're speculating. Next to what? Everybody has this question. Next to what? Why? Who will have this question next what? Can anybody guess? Ritu, आप बताओ, आप first bencher हो, बताओ. Why people want to ask next what? बताओ. थोड़ा सोचेंगे आप थोड़ा सा. सोचो इसी बीच. हाँ मैडम, you raised hand ना? You tell.
People are curious about their future and what they will do next.
Okay. Why are people curious about the future? I made the same question. Come on.
Because we forget to live in the present moment.
Why do people forget to live in the present? Come on.
We won't speculate because there is an inner voice that says there is more to life, but they haven't tapped into it, and that keeps nagging them.
Why is the inner voice saying tap into the future? अभी वो आंसर करो.
क्योंकि वो आएंगे कुछ पर्पस के लिए, जब तक वो नहीं फुलफिल करेंगे तब तक जो भी करेंगे वो खाली लगेगा.
तो पर्पस क्यों फुलफिल नहीं हो रहा है वो बताओ.
काफी क्योंकि हम फोकस करते हैं क्या प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, उसमें हम उधर से जाते हैं.
कौन सा प्रॉब्लम बेटा? अभी प्रॉब्लम कहाँ से आ गया? My question was, why are we always thinking what next, what next? You're saying some problem. अभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अभी बैठे हैं, अच्छा बैठे हैं. आप बताओ.
We're not complacent with the current present fear.
Can you explain that? Because the word is not right, but I know your intention is right. Can you say it in simple English?
So we whatever we have right now, we are not happy with it. We want
Give her a big round of applause. You move right. Come here. Come here. Come here. Now bed. Now tell, because even they need to. I asked question, why always people are asking, what next? What do I do next? And she said, now you say,
we are not happy in the current moment, so we expect there's going to be something better in the future.
that is what the predicament is, not because inner soul is saying go next. Inner soul will never say go next. Soul only want to be in the present moment because this is the only moment that life is. We are the people not happy with what's going on, so we want to jump. Arey, present bore. Present kuch nahi ho raha. Present koi miracle nahi hai. There's nothing happening. I'm bored. So let's start thinking about next. Correct answer. I have called her here because unless you know what the problem is, how will you fix? And this is the problem. There is no miraculous thinking about what next. Nothing. No miracle. You want your life to be miracle. Why? Because current life, no miracle is happening. Kuch nahi ho raha. It's so boring. I'm sitting here every day going to work, coming back, washing dishes, cooking food, bore. What next? This is all because you are not happy with the current moment. Ja beta, tere ko full 100% marks. Ja. Very nice. No, we are all giving answers, but the reason I brought her is that is the problem. There is really nothing else, but we all want stories. Then we will put nice stories because I want to know the purpose of the soul. We want to know purpose of the soul, be in the current moment, live the life, then you will know. You're not living the life. How? Even if you know purpose of your life, what are you going to do? You don't want to live the life. No, madam, I want to live the life. Then live now. The life is happening now. But you are all, the question is, there's a Telugu movie. In that, the dialogue is, next day and tea. I don't know who saw this movie. Yes, in mama.
Middle class.
అమ్మ ఇక్కడ సినిమా పిచ్చోళ్ళు నాలాంటి వాళ్ళే ఉన్నారు. మిడిల్ క్లాస్ అమ్మాయి అబ్బాయా?
అబ్బాయి.
ఓకే, ఎంసీఏ సినిమాలో నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి? ఐ హావ్ టు టెల్ దెమ్ ఆల్సో, దే ఆర్ ఆల్ దేర్ పీపుల్ వాచింగ్. ఎంసీఏ నేను లోకల్ బాగా కొట్టుకొని డిసైడ్ చేయండి. మాస్టర్స్ హియర్ దే ఆర్ ఫైటింగ్. నేను లోకల్ ఎంసీఏ విచ్ మూవీ నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి? నీలిమా మేడం నా Name local. Okay, decided. Name local. But whatever it is in that movie, he came up with a very nice. He always says, what is next? What is next? Every person, this has become the call of the day. The whole society has got, hello madam. The whole society has only single point agenda focus. What is next? Then when the next comes, they're not happy. Again, what is next? What is the point of next when you don't know what to do when the next comes? Puriyama, ardhamavutunda? That next will never come because you don't want to live in the next. Then why ask next? What is next? You want to run away from life. Running away from life is running away from now. Wherever you're sitting, you just want to run away. So the best question is, let's go into dreamland and think about tomorrow. Because tomorrow something miraculous may happen. What will happen tomorrow that hasn't happened today? Think, masters. Hello, are you going to help them with the chairs? This is the problem. Ide problem. Too boring, na? Either you help them, get up and help them, or you be here. This is the problem. Very boring. Present moment is boring. We don't want to talk about our life. But Suruchi madam said, madam, what masala is happening in your life? Can you tell us any masala? No masala. You wish. Next, any masala? That's what we want to discuss. कुछ है spice है आपके जिंदगी में बताओ. That is how we want to spend up. Masters, I won't quote sugarcoat life. This is how Saroja Amma goes, and this is what people want, and this is what you are going to get. You have to wake up, masters. We have to all wake up. Kya boring? Why it is so boring? You don't want to listen your own story, but you want what is next. Because, madam, my soul is asking what is next. Soul will never ask what is next. You want to cover up soul with ignorance. Thank you, Amma. ఈసారి పాస్ చేయండి ఫస్ట్ నేను బాగా తిని పాస్ చేస్తాను. So, masters, ask the question, why I am not happy with the current moment. Whenever you get this question, namaste sir. Whenever you get the question that what is happening next? What should happen next? Immediately your question should be, what is wrong with now? Happy life. How much are we going to run away, masters? You tell me. That is how we are living 500 lives, 5,000 lives, 5,500 lives. Every life we come like this. Next entry, what is next? Only next. But when next comes, we don't know how to live. 80 years, 100 years go like this only. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. After I finish this responsibility, I will have a better life. After I finish this job, I will have a better life. Ask why you're not having a better life now. What guarantee you have that you're going to be on this plane tomorrow? Tell me, what guarantee? No, madam, I'm only 25. Generally, we live till 80. Which rule book says that? Which rule book says that? Gone are the days where, you can put a number to your life and say, 80 years. I have so many friends back in Australia, Melbourne. 55, 58, gone. Gone. Just overnight like that. Some brain hemorrhage, some heart attack, cardiac arrest, gone. Where is the guarantee, masters? I'm not saying that there should be guarantee. We all should live for 80, 90 years. I'm not saying. But what I'm saying is, why we are so afraid of what is happening now? That is the question. We are avoiding something means we are fearful. Only when we fear something, we try to move away. We don't want to have our glance locked. If you cannot have your glance locked with life, then you're worried, you're scared. Why? Everybody should ask the question, why I'm so fearful with this current moment, which is called life. You're running away from life, but you came to live life now. Yes, madam, but life will only start next. No. We all know theory, but when it comes to practice, zero. Zero. Because we are not thinking. We are not thinking, masters. We are thinking, but in different direction. Different direction. So as I'm talking, it is only to just wake up that part of you which has not been engaged so far. This what is next issue question is there in everybody. How can you say I do hundreds of counseling masters? And these are the questions that come to me. Madam, I'm having lot of problem. When will it go? Well, this whole life is impermanent. If life is impermanent, your problems are also impermanent. Whatever comes has to go. Why can't you understand that? But when you are in pain, yes, it pains. But this is why you got to stick to your knowledge, saying, yes, it's impermanent, it will go. Why am I running away from the present moment? Just because it is physically painful. Why? So, masters, present moment knowledge is very, very, very important. Why we are not able to be in the present moment? Now, this is what we'll go a little bit deeper than what my friend left. She said that we are not happy with what's going on in the current moment, so we are running away. So, if it's not current moment, masters, there is only. Where's my Amma? There is my water glass or something. So, if you are not happy with your present moment, then there is only two places to be. Thank you. So, if you are not happy with the present moment, there's only two places to be. Which are those two places? Past and future. Gatam, Bhavishyat. If Vartamanam is no good for you, then only two places. Keep thinking about your past or about future. And who is the one who pushes you into past or future? The question paper leak These are the people who know the question paper beforehand, sir. They give money beforehand, sir. If you give a little bit money, then MSET question paper all leaked. No, that is true. Mind is the one that's always pushing you not to be in the present moment. Mind is so strong, masters. Then we should be asking the question, your mind, na? Your soul, your mind, how are they not in unison? Have you ever thought? That is why I keep pushing. Why? Why did I have to ask so many whys? So that you people can go to the bottom of the question. Unless you go to the bottom, root, modalu, you will never get an answer. No, madam, that is enough. Because Suruchi madam said that was enough, I'll also take. Suruchi madam ki enough. But for you, it may not be enough. Every person is different. Don't take other answers as your answers, right? So what is this conflict between mind and soul? Why it is happening? Soul wants to be in the present moment. Mind is going everywhere. Mind is saying, except present moment, give me anything. And that anything can be only two places, past or future masters. So, we are trying to avoid the present moment by either being on past or being in the future. So, who is winning? Mind is winning. And soul is just waiting that one day you will realize that life doesn't happen in the past or future. It happens only now. Only now. So what do we do? What do we do this mind? We're all into this inner journey, right? This madam said she's come for first time for meditation. Anybody else who are coming for the... Thank you, madam. What's your name? Rupal. I'm just trying to remember. Anyone else who are coming here for the first time in a spiritual talk? Madam, what's your name? Geetika. Geet. And?
I said MP Mishra.
Mishra. Very nice. Give them a big round of applause. Masters, this is a beautiful journey, what we have all embarked on. And when someone steps onto this journey, whether out of their interest or because somebody brought them, doesn't matter. They are all excuses. Who brought you doesn't matter. When did your journey start? That is the main important thing. Because we all have been through that point. But that miracle has happened into our life and life has only got better. Yeah. So really very happy for all these masters who have joined us for the first time. Because yes, we will do meditation. in this session. But before that, I also want all of you to think about this present moment. Why we are not able to convince our mind and keep it in the present moment. So today I thought I will take you a little bit deeper into the journey of mind, because mind is not easy to understand. Why is mind working against the soul? That question should come, no? If life is in the present moment and that's what soul wants you to be, enjoy life. Okay, why do we come onto this earth plane?
For experiences.
जोर से बोलो बेटा.
For experiences.
Yeah. So what does soul do? आप explain करो.
Based on to get the different type of experiences, we come to this earth plane to get all the flavors, good, bad, whatever we have decided for ourselves, whatever our soul has decided for ourselves. That is my minimum understanding.
Very beautiful. So for all those people who are coming for the first time, or even second time, third time, if you haven't really heard this conversation about why do we take incarnation? We all know we have taken physical incarnation, right or wrong?
Yes.
We all believe in soul. Soul, everyone believes in soul, right? If we believe in soul, then definitely we all should know we do this soul cycle of birth and death. We all agree till that point, even the people who have come for the first time. यहाँ तक ठीक है ना? Soul taking birth on earth. We all believe, okay, madam. Yeah, because we all should be on the same page before we go forward. If we know that, then next what we should know is, why are we coming every now and then? Why the soul is coming back? The only reason the whole journey of the soul started for experience. Why soul needs experience? Whenever people give you an answer, immediately you should ask why if you don't have it. Because soul wants to know completely what its capacity is. When in the soul form, it's very high vibration. It cannot understand. To understand the experience of the earth, the soul vibration has to be brought down to the vibration of the earth. Earth vibration is very low compared to other realms. And you can only experience when you come in body form. In soul form, you cannot experience. For that reason, soul takes the form of a body. It gets into this beautiful space suit. I call it a space suit. And comes onto this earth plane. And then it will fight with Satya Madam. And Satya Madam will give gali galoch and say, oh, this is how it feels when somebody curses you. That wasn't that great experience. Then it will go to Nikki Madam. She'll nicely feed her and this is what means when somebody respects you. This is how we are learning and growing. This is the evolution of soul. Hello. How are you? Nima Madam.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, madam.
Oh
It's
my
so nice
God.
to see you. I had to just break all the, didn't break the rules really, but I want to literally flew.
So grateful and glad to see you. Anyway, so soul does so much sacrifice to get into this body. It's not easy for the soul. It's high vibration. It's getting into this body by reducing, becoming very, 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 very dense. But all learning what is love, what is hatred, what is anger. All these kind of vibrations, if soul wants to experience, can only happen here. And one lifetime is not enough. We'll come back to Q&A bit. And one lifetime is not enough. So the soul has to take multiple lives. Hey, what is there? Only 4 experience. Now do it in one life, get out, man. Yeah, we all would like to do, but we ourselves are not able to. I will tell you one small example. We all come with one theme. In every life, there is one theme. Hatred. For example, my life theme in this incarnation is hatred. I have to learn how does it feel to be hated. So I will come with a soul plan where I will have parents who didn't want a girl. So right from the time I will go in their womb, ultrasound says, ladki. So my hatred theme starts right from the womb. It won't finish there. I'll come out. I'll have siblings who won't like me. Everywhere I will be getting the experience. Why? Not because I am poor me, not because this world is unfair, because my theme in this incarnation is to know how does it feel to be hated. Ah, bullshit, madam. I don't believe. Sorry, my French, but that's how, who would like to be hated? That is soul. It doesn't sit like I'm being hated. Hey, I'm being hated. That is the language of soul. It doesn't differentiate between hate and happy. No, everything is like, oh, like a child. This is how it feels to be hated. This is how it feels. Somebody shouts at you. Every experience is the same for soul, irrespective of what it is. We are the one, when we come into this body form, we are bringing different expressions to that. Very difficult to accept this. When first time you listen, you feel shocked. I don't believe I've come for this. Unfortunately, fortunately, this is the truth. If not in this life, you have to agree the next and the next and the next. So, masters, after having come here, every incarnation with a theme, then what are we complaining for? If this is the purpose of why we are coming in every incarnation, to learn something, why are we complaining? World is not fair to me. World has got nothing to do with you. Nothing. Nothing. If you want to complain, you complain your own self. Go complain to your soul. Because you are the one who came down with all this plan, and nobody has any role to play in this. So stop complaining. My husband is vicious, my wife is idiot, my children are useless. No, they have no role to play in your life. So stop complaining and live your life. It's not enough just not complain. Living your life is equally important, not what is next. Don't run away. You came with the theme, so fully live to the theme. If you don't finish the theme, dukaan band, khel khatam, you'll again come back with the same theme. Story number 2, theme continues, hatred. Again go away. Story number 3, theme continues, hatred. Till the point you accept, I understood, got the point, aa gaya experience, enough. I mean it, masters. Till the penny drops, that I got the point, it will be happening. It will be happening all the time. And Q&A, if you start Q&A, this won't go ahead, but I'm going to postpone the Q&A for a little while, because I know the Q&A, the moment it starts, we'll have to stop this. Let me talk a little bit more. Then there is question from there. I'll take all the questions. But I want to talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about our mind today. Nobody tells us about mind. Everybody will come, some story, they will talk about your soul plan, because you know what? Even people have understood, nobody wants this real talk. They all want big talks. You came here for a great purpose. You are supposed to be Swami, some Sadananda, Chidananda. Everyone wants to hear that. Oh, am I going to become Chidananda? We are all going to be only one thing. Swami, Livananda, live your life, go away. That is all our plan is. Swami, Livananda. You know who is Livananda? Who lives every moment of life, he becomes Swami Livananda. So become Swami Livananda. Why you want to become Swami Nityananda, Swami something? Everyone who steps into the spiritual path wants a title, Ananda, some Ananda. And so I have titled myself Swami Livananda, live every moment. We all can title ourselves Swami Livananda. What title you want, masters? Start thinking. This appears to be jovial, but it is the truth of life, how we are running away from life in the hope that there's something better waiting for us. Rest assured, there's nothing better waiting than what is happening now. This is the best that can happen to you ever. Then what is keeping us away from this? What is it that is telling you something is going to happen in the future? Run away. Mind. And in that mind, there is always somebody sitting in the mind field who is also running this game, which is our ego. Ego cannot live in the present moment. Present moment, ego will destroy. Ego can only live either in the past or in the future. Past means complain. Ah, it shouldn't have happened that way. I should have given him proper reply. I should take revenge. He talked to me. Ego wants that. Come on. You are powerful. Come on. Ego always wants to say that you are not one among the humanity. You are special. It always will tell you, Saroja, you're special. He did not treat you well. You take revenge. This is ego's language. So it wants you to be always in the past so that you can come up with a story. And if it's not successful, if you don't have a good, colorful, masaladar, spicy past, it will keep you in the future. Tomorrow, great day. What great, you don't know. Or fear. Tomorrow, what am I going to do at work? How am I going to plan? Uncertainty. Because you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Bhayam, dar, fear. The whole ego wants to keep you in fear. Whatever happens, you are not in the present moment. Because the only moment that can kill all your fears and uncertainty is present moment. When you are here, what is there to be fearful of? Tell me. We're sitting here. What is there? If we are lucky, some master will come and give us this. Otherwise, having a good sajjan satsanga, then where is the fear coming from sitting here? It's always telling us, "Arey, get close to yourself, man." You get such a happy feeling in this whole journey. You're always in the present moment. Just come on, so exciting. Unless, sometimes people put chairs and we are thinking how to help them. That's a different thing. But life is interesting in the present moment. Start digging deep into the present moment. So let's go a little bit more. And today, that's what I wanted to do. We talk so much. I know, apart from these 4 people, these great people who have joined us today, rest you all at least claim that you have meditated at some point or other, isn't it? So why are we meditating? We are going to mix everything up. Doing things alone is not enough, masters. We need to know why you are doing. We are human beings. We got analytical skills, logic, Vijnanamaya kosha. Animals don't have this. You're different. When we have Vijnanamaya kosha, means our logic should work. Why are we doing it? Animals never say, why are we doing it? They will just do out of instinct. We don't do things out of instinct. Just because we are feeling hungry, whatever is there, we don't start licking. No. We look at, is it healthy, organic, fat-free, natural, vegan, lactose-free? Animals won't ask this many questions. They'll just go, yeah, this doesn't feel good. They just go by instincts. We don't go by instincts, masters. Otherwise, so many markets and shops would have been closed if we went by instinct. So, if you have your Vijnanamaya kosha for these worldly things, then why is that Vijnanamaya kosha not active and not thinking when you are in this path? This is the greatest purpose of life, rediscovering yourself. That is what we have all come for. To rediscover. What does rediscover mean? Means something is already there. You're taking out the veil, cleaning the mud. So nothing new is happening to you. Everything is already there. So this whole process of inner journey is dusting, taking out the cobwebs, removing. Moment. But if life doesn't feel like moment, life feels like something wrong. Something wrong. Every moment should be this is why. That is how life should be lived. And if it's not happening in your life, then your path is wrong. We all are looking on YouTube. Which path is better? That or this one? This meditation or that meditation? Your heart is the guide. Your heart is the navigator to show you which path is right. Your heart will tell you, wow. Wow moment doesn't come from mind. Wow moment comes from heart. Look for those wow moments. Go find out. That is when you are living your life. Mind will not let you be in those moments. But when you are in those moments, mind has no role to play. Madam, what can those moments be? How would I know? How many times you have gone to a place where you can just see the sunrise, nothing else? We all go to Sedona, Kanyakumari, just for sunrise, sunset. We pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Everyone goes. We are just coming back from Sedona, right? We were all there in the location called Airport Mesa. Why sunset? Everyone there. We're lost. Lost. That is what our moment is. We should live life like our moment. There should be no activity of mind, only heart and you. That is what life is. How many moments are there in your life? Can you even count? We're looking, when did I last live our moment? Or maybe $1,000 trip to Kanyakumari, maybe. That is how our life has become. Why? It's not that difficult. But we have made it difficult. Those awe moments have become so rare. What is happening in this awe moments, masters? That is most important to know. Otherwise, why will you even try to be in the awe moment? When you are in the awe moment, sorry.
It's hot. The water is little warm.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Yeah. So, when you are, these are the simple examples I can relate to because we all understand. When you are watching a sunset, when you are watching a sunrise, everyone can relate, masters. When you are there, and if you are, I can say some moments in my life when we are on the coastal area, for example, Visakhapatnam on the coast, all you can see is just water and then you see the sunrise. No matter what kind of person you are, how many problems you have, you'll get lost. You'll get lost. So now let's think. There's no thoughtless stage you have gone. Why? Because soul and your body have become one. What is this logic, madam? Soul and body has become one. That means other times soul and body is not one now. Why? Because there is great wall of China in between your body and soul, which is called mind. Mind is there standing in between. Yeah, have your own moment. You won't. Because nothing the soul is bringing in is reaching to your soul. Why? Wall of China. How will it go? I will see. Beautiful sunrise is coming in. These are the powerful moments where mind has no role to play. Mind will try. Hey, yesterday's sunrise was better than this, no? This is what mind wants to say. Compare, compare, compare. Get lost. Hey, yesterday there were no people, but today so many people. But some sunrises are so strong, no place for mind. And then, you don't know, you lose track of time. What is losing track of time? This whole game of earth is space and time. If there is time, there is space. If there is space, there is time. And if you have lost time, you have gone beyond this reality of earth. You feel divine. That is why you feel so blissful. When the mind becomes zero, masters, every stimulus that the body is sending in is going directly to this man who is sitting here, man or woman, sitting here on a big, nice simhasan, and he's saying, yeah, next, come on, I'm watching you. I'm watching. This is why we came here on earth, to get all the input, go directly into this experience. Sunrise, sunset, with no intermediate filters. That is life. But it's not happening. To feel life, we have to pay money, $1,000 to go to sunrise, sunset, big mountains. Otherwise, that process is not happening. It's like a drug addiction, masters. Sometimes life is not enough to kickstart you. So you want something more to get you on that high. Daily life is not giving you the kick to get the stimulus all the way into your soul. So now you have to have extra stimulus to find that. There will come one day, even sunrise, sunset will also lose effect on you. How far we are going to go like this? So understand what is happening in the mind. So we all talk about yoga, masters. We all talk about yoga, 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 yoga. What is yoga? Let's talk from basic, masters. What is yoga? Yoga in simple meaning means union. Union means kalayika, joining. Joining of what? So, soul and body. Soul and body. Mind is, there is no picture of mind. Yoga in the life means body and soul becomes one. That is yoga. That's why when you're watching sunrise, body, what part of the body? Everything is coming through body only. You're looking a scene through eyes. You're listening through eyes, through ears. All the stimulus is going through your panchendriya, 5 sensory organs. So everything is in body. And when that goes inside to your soul, one. There is no differentiation between what is body, what is soul. Whenever your body and soul becomes one, you are in bliss. You are in bliss. We call it Brahmananda, Paramananda, whatever it is. Today I was in Brahmananda. Why? Because your body and soul became one. There was no differentiation. And as I said before, that one thing that is always standing in between this union is mind. That's all it is. So whenever your mind becomes empty, nothing in mind, the China wall comes down, empty mind, then the body says, "Arey, soul, you're here only. I didn't see you." How could the body and soul be together when China wall is in between? You can't even see who is on the other side. The moment mind becomes empty, hey, you're just here only, no? Hey, hello, 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 all one union. That's all it is. But in reality, that's not happening. So many courses, so many programs, so many yogas, so many classes. Even spirituality has become very expensive, masters. I'm seeing $1,000 programs, 1,500 programs, not judging anybody, but fact. What? Just to make the mind empty. So that the body can say, hey, you're here only. Really? Do we have to pay $2,000, $3,000 just to fight? Hello, 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 hello. The whole crux behind this multi-million-dollar programs is our inability to bring our mind so that we jump over the wall and say, hello, we are in union. Think about it, masters. Even those programs can do nothing to you if you don't understand this basic. Nobody will tell you this. They also have to survive now. If you go away with all this knowledge, you will not come for next day program. All on the fun side. But that is the truth, masters. We have to find for ourselves, what are we looking for? Why am I doing this? That's why I'm encouraging everybody, think, don't ask, don't stop at one point. Why, till there is no why. That's why I did so much why. Not that your answers are wrong. Every answer is right, but there's another layer to go deep into. Until you reach that point, your journey is incomplete, masters. So we are all saying that, excuse my cough. We are all saying that we have to understand this mind. Yes? I always give this example. How many of you know Vishnu Bhagwan? Raise your hand. Anybody who does not know Vishnu Bhagwan? All good, sir? Yeah. How many of you know Vishnu Bhagwan's position of sleeping on the snake? Have you ever seen that? Yeah. Is there anybody who hasn't seen the position of Sri Mahavishnu in the sleeping position? Even picture. Everyone seen? Okay. If you have not seen, I will explain, because otherwise you won't understand. All have seen now? Masters? Yeah.
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen. Okay, beautiful. So, Vishnu is one. You know who is Vishnu? Shall I explain? Yeah. Vishnu is one of the trinities who is supposed to sustain the creation, right? And there is one posture of that divine being. He doesn't have cushion beds like us, so he's got a big snake, and the snake coils, makes a beautiful bed, and he's always sleeping on that. There's one posture where he's always sleeping on that, and he's got a very beautiful posture. He sleeps like this, and he will put his hand there. Very beautiful to look at. And you know, children used to ask me, why am I always he's sleeping like that, lazy fellow? Children, they know how to ask questions. We are shy. My God, if I say this question, what will people think of me? Even when we were young, we also had this question. Why do I have to do homework? He's always sleeping. But we never asked, see? We didn't have the sincerity. Children have. So, why is he sleeping? What is this? God means they should do something now. What is this sleeping position? I understand in Padmasan doing yoga or creating something or giving like this Abhay Hasta. That all I understand. What? Who will sleep, man? Even if you sleep in the house. Why do you put it on calendars and posters? You should think, man. What is this? Why are they promoting this kind of laziness on the earth? What will other religion people think if they see this? This is how people in Sanatan Dharma sleep. We never had the question, even if we have the question. पाप लगेगा अपने को क्या है ना? I know you are great, you do what you want. I am not even entitled to ask questions. This is how we behave, madam. Very scared even to ask. My God. Children will ask. Because my children ask. Why am I so lazy, always sleeping? Hey, you can't ask such questions. But they will ask. No, you tell me why he's so lazy. Why is he asking questions? Why you think? Such a great message is coming out of that. The day I understood that message, masters, I thought we have to explore, go deeper into all these messages from the past, because every picture, every message is a deep knowledge, and we stupid people, we never even asked questions and went deeper. And I felt so terrible. And I am kind of talking about it everywhere, so I want more and more people to know. And not only know, so that they can start going deeper and deeper to expand their wisdom, expand who they are. Such a beautiful concept. I only came to know when I started doing the research on mind. We human beings have a mind. Mind is beautiful. It has been given by creation, right? What has it been given for? People who have been on this inner journey path, they all know. Thoughts are powerful. What are thoughts? Thoughts are energy, right? Everything is energy. If I'm leaving a thought, that means I'm leaving a wave of energy, right? That's how thoughts are. Every thought that goes out of your mind is an energy field, is an energy wave going out. And why do we send an energy wave? And now I'll say one statement which most of you or almost all of you know. One thought does a creation, right? We all know. For creation, you need a thought. So every thought has a power to create. That is what the story is. So if you want to create something, a thought has to be passed out. The whole creation so far, whatever we are seeing, has come out of a thought of somebody. A divine being, or we are also all divine beings. Some divine being has left out this powerful thought outside, and that has formed the creation. So that's why when you are leaving a thought, be careful. It will manifest. Manifest means it will be reality. No, madam, I have been leaving thoughts left, right, and center. Nothing happened. Nothing happened because look at your thoughts. You leave one thought. I want a BMW car. Immediately 2 seconds later, how can I buy BMW car? So one thought is already about to manifest. Second thought, no, how can I pull it back? All thoughts are self-destructive. You yourself are doubtful whether your thought has power or not. Full doubtful batch this is. No faith in our thoughts. So, but outsiders, we have to show we are spiritual masters. Every thought has power for creation. What are you doing with your thoughts? One thought, second thought cut, third thought, fourth thought, fifth thought. 60,000 thoughts a normal human being leaves out of his mind in one day. 60,000! Are you doing 60,000 creation? Bochu, if you do only one, I'll be happy. If you go cook the meal for one day, even that potato curry or brinjal curry. Hey, I cooked yesterday potato. No, not potato. Today I will do brinjal. Even before you have moved to do brinjal curry, immediately, hey, he may not like it. Let me bring tomato. This is our creation. Potato has turned into brinjal. Brinjal has turned into tomato. Your thoughts are struggling, not knowing what to create. This is how loosely we are using the power of creation. How can you be divine? How can you feel the divinity in you? Look at the garbage of thoughts you are living every day. Masters, am I right or wrong? Is it not how our life is?
100%.
Yeah? No value for this power that is going out. Dana, Dana. Why? It doesn't cost much, madam, to think. I got a mind free, 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 free. Somebody in our Telugu, we have a saying, if you get phenyl for free, drink it, man. Don't waste it. Phenyl means, in India, they clean toilets. So if you get phenyl for free, drink it, man. Tomorrow you don't know, you may have to pay money, right? So this is a joke, but this is how we human beings are. Mind is free now. What is there? Potato, brinjal, tomato. Then how can your thoughts have power for creation? You're negating your thoughts every second. How can you feel the divinity in you? Think about the way we are living our lives, masters. So what has this got to do with Vishnu? Amma forgot. No, I didn't forget. I want to tell you how we are living and then take you there. This mind has been given to us for creation. You want to make a beautiful chair? Think how you want to make it. Oh, I'm going to make it with not 4 legs. Everybody makes. I'll make 6 legs. Then think how you're going to make it. Once the thought is complete, go do the action. After that, shut your mind, sit in a corner. No, madam, mind free, devil's workshop. I have to keep on thinking. No, because you're using mind for no use, it's become devil's workshop. Then why Vishnu? Vishnu is sending this message that when you have no work with the mind, shut your mind off. In Puranas, Vishnu only wakes up when the Munis come to him and says, look, the world, this is the story. When all lokas are having problem, they will come to Vishnu. All Brahma, everybody will. These are stories. But we are learning a lesson out of it. They all will go to Vishnu and say, the whole destruction is happening. Do something, please wake up. Then Vishnu will wake up and he will leave only one thought. Whatever he has to create. They will go away taking the thought power and he will go back. That is why they are called divine beings, because they know how to use their thought power. So his sleeping means it's not his physical sleeping. His sleeping means he's putting his mind for no use, because I just now said, this wall of China has to become empty if you have to live your divinity. If you want to be connected, if you're leaving potato, brinjal, tomato thoughts all the time, this mind is becoming wall of China, masters. Between you, body, and your soul, there is no connection. You're so busy with this mind. Where is the time to have this soul connection, masters? So if you ever see this picture of Vishnu sleeping, remember, he is showing you how to live your life, how to use your mind. And when there is no use of your mind, just put it to rest. But it's very tough. Try putting your mind to rest when there is no work. The whole life we have lived, think, no use, but still think. And suddenly, people will say, don't think. You don't know what to do. That is how contagious it has become. Mind has become contagious. I was telling this story elsewhere also, and I will repeat it. There is this biggest monastery in Ladakh. Very big monastery. I don't know how many of you have gone to Ladakh. You have been there, madam? Beautiful monastery. And anyone who goes there to see monastery, they get a lot of hospitality. Ladakh is on a very high altitude. So if somebody is going by road, then it takes a few, or by plane, it takes, some days to get used to that altitude. That monastery really gives you a lot of hospitality. And they tell you also how many days it takes for the body to get used to. So they will tell you first day, just eat and sleep. Don't do anything. Don't walk around much. So slowly how the body has to get used to altitude. My son was there. And I want to share this with everybody because we are totally lost generations, lost species, masters. We don't know who we are. We don't know how to connect with ourselves. But there is so much wisdom on this earth. And this wisdom should be spread everywhere because this is practical wisdom. It's not impractical. So, sir, koncham fan it pakkate pandi. Don't put it over there. Turn it more, sir. Yeah, that's enough. Thank you. So, this monastery, You just leave it in my direction. That's enough. Don't oscillate. Yeah, that's enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So this monastery in Ladakh, my son was there, and the monastery head, very, very nice man, because there wasn't much to do because they were in that incubation mode, they say, when they're getting used to. So he said to this head of the monastery, sir, I want to do interview for you. He said, okay, anytime. When? After lunch. So they have a very simple routine. They get up in the morning, 4 o'clock, 4 to 6:37, they will meditate. And 7, everyone will do the chores. Everyone has got the chores. They have very 11 o'clock lunch. By 11:30, it's finished. And then 4 o'clock in the evening, meditation. So he was telling him, then he said, after lunch, what do you do? He asked that interview, no? Asking, what do you do after 11:30? Then he said, I go to my room. So what do you do after going to your room, sir? I just sit. Yes, sir. After sitting, what do you do? I sit. Yeah, what do you write? No, I sit. Oh, you meditate? No, I sit. My son tried so many because we are modern people now. We don't sit. So my son is expecting sit and then what? He's saying sit. He's putting full stop after sit, and my son is having ... and then what? Next tea. This question he asked 10 times to that monastery head. And then the penny dropped. But this man just goes into this room and he sits. And for my son, it was very difficult to comprehend because we are modern generation. We are very clever people. There is no sitting. So after that, what? Yeah, after that, just sitting. So difficult to understand. He said, can you take me to your room where you sit? I said, okay, come. So he went to the room. There is a cot. There is a chair. This is where I sit. Okay, then what? You see the wall in front? Yeah. I just look at the wall. And then what? That's all. 5 hours. 5 hours you sit on the chair and look at the wall. Yeah. Why? Because there is nothing. To understand the concept that do nothing means what, this is how we people are struggling, masters. That is why our life is like what it is. That monastery head, he has seen so many people. He just sits on a wooden chair. From 11:30 to 4 till next meditation, he sits like that. Does he think anything? No. Does he do anything? No. For us, very difficult to comprehend what is this. That's why we don't understand what Vishnu Bhagwan is doing. And then he said, then he explained to my son, this is the problem with human civilization. They don't know how to be. We all know how to. Spirituality means not doing anything, being. A definition everyone knows. To be, to be, to be. But what does it mean to be? Nobody knows. This is what to be means. Nothing. Everyone knows the definition. Spirituality means just to be. What does just to be mean? Try. Try for 5 minutes. Sit down and just be. Just be doesn't mean thinking. Just be doesn't mean planning. Just be doesn't mean complaining. Just be doesn't mean regretting. Just be. That is what life is meant to be. No, madam, it doesn't feel right. We are human beings. We got to do something. Yeah, do. But then just be. Once your doing is complete, just be. Nobody understands. This is spirituality. How to just be is spirituality. Too difficult. So that question I have skipped. When we were in year 12, like we used to see the syllabus. This is too difficult chapter. Let's leave it. Only 10 marks. I can still pass without it. But in this life, you cannot pass without it. This is very important syllabus. You have to know. You have to keep taking reincarnation till you understand what does it mean to just be. There is no agenda in life, masters. There is no fancy story. I have come for this purpose. Only Swami Livananda, live and go away. Living means enjoy every moment, experience every moment. Dukan band, khel khatam. There is no story more than this. No, madam, just tell my life purpose. Life purpose. This has become a fashion now. The day, first day only will matter. Madam, what's my life purpose? No, just to be. What just to be? Yeah, that is your life purpose, just to be. They don't like this answer. Boring. let's skip this chapter. Let's go to the next tomorrow, next day in teen. How can you skip the chapter? Just be, if you understand, if you can start practicing just be, that is where the whole life converges, masters. Then you will realize who you are, why you came here. You will be living your divinity. And suddenly, Nima madam will be somewhere and, hey, Nima is coming. How do you know? I don't know. When mind becomes zero and body and soul are one, you don't need telephone calls. You don't need conversations. You just know. So try to just be, to just know who you are. We don't know who we are. We are struggling. We want to know. We all are here because we want to know. It's a great purpose we have all started with. But this course is not that difficult, masters. Everyone tells you, oh, you do something. You do this, then you will know. No. You stop doing, then you will know who you are. But for us, this is very boring because we are used to doing so. We run after every workshop, every course which gives us more to do. Yeah, next क्या करना है? Next क्या करना है? इसके बाद क्या करना है? I finished this. I have done course 1, now course 2, and then competition. Hey, you're still in 3. I did it last year. I'm doing course 4. For what? For what? Messed up the whole purpose, running after something, not knowing what it is, made it so complicated, where there is nothing complicated. That monk told the whole story, just be. And you know how much shame with my son came back? And when he told me this story, I had tears running down my cheek. I don't know if it is touching your heart, masters. It always rakes my heart when I remember this story. Just to be. Simple truth of life. Why are we not getting it, masters? Because we want to do something. Do. And when we can't do something, we're finding reasons. Hey, people in my life, I am not at all supportive, madam. What should I do? What support you want for just being? You want this much space. You don't have space in your house to just sit in a corner and be? Think. Nobody will tell you this, masters. Everybody will tell you in a very fancy way. Because we want fancy stories. Everything has to be fancy. There is no fancy. Nothing is fancy here. Everything is Pachinism, real truth, fact. Accept it. You are the warriors who have stepped onto this path, so be brave enough to listen to the truth. There is nothing hiding or waiting for you to give you a glamorous story. This is the glamour. How much more glamour you want? Connecting to your soul itself is glamorous. There is nothing more glamorous than this, masters. What story are you each waiting for? Tell me. कुछ और करना है. I have to do something more. अरे कुछ और क्या करना है? जो हो रहा है उसको देखो ना. What is happening you're not watching? कुछ और. What is that कुछ और? Tell me. Each one of us have the same story. No, madam, something more. No, there is no something more, master. If I have put the pin on your balloon and let out all the air, I'm sorry. But this is all it is. This is the story, you like it or not. But the story is beautiful. It is beautiful story. Not what you are thinking. It is beautiful already. Nothing needs to be more beautiful than this. That monk in one line told the whole essence of life. Just be. So difficult just being, masters. Because mind is playing the games. Now, why is mind playing the game? That's another big ocean of a subject. But before I start the ocean of the subject, if universe wants me to touch that topic, I will take questions so that at least to certain extent, otherwise we may not reach the Q&A. So we'll take few question answers, we'll meditate. And if you want to know more about mind, it is your mind, it's not somebody else's mind. Why is mind playing these games? If Vishnu Bhagwan also has a mind and he knows how to use, how come you're not able to use mind to just that extent? Why are you filling up all this garbage in your mind? That itself is a big subject. It is how complicated we have made our mind. We'll talk about it. But I would like to take a little bit of a pause because these beautiful ladies already have a question. And before I move forward, I just want to kind of listen to them. And we'll definitely move forward, Masters, because I'm very much aware of the time too. And fortunately or unfortunately, for me, time doesn't exist. So I'll keep on talking. My flight, I have to leave Suruchi Madam's house tomorrow by 5 or 4:45, but I can keep talking all night. That's not a problem. But I know you people have your schedules. So keeping that in mind, I will give Nikki Madam, you go with your question.
Amma, when you were touching the point of soul and experiences, I think you answered like why the soul. My question was why soul, if soul has want to experience, why it want to experience bad things? Why not the happy thing when the soul is planning? Why not the happy things? And another question I have on your mind related thing is sometimes we have all the wisdom, like when you are talking we are understanding that we have to be just be, but when the storm of thoughts come, then like how, I mean the same, like you know you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, this is what it is happening, but still the mind is playing its game. So like why it happens?
That is the next part.
Two questions.
So definitely you're up to the next part. We will move on to the next part and talk about mind. That's what I was saying. To understand why mind is doing, it's another ocean of a subject. We'll step into it. But so far, if any questions, let's take it and then.
Yeah, that the soul thing, why soul experiences one.
That I
why
already
not
explained
the,
you.
yeah.
Amma,
Similar, like you said, soul plans for something, and then we go through that. So at one, like, example, disease, someone plans for a disease, like to feel how pain is. But body cannot take it anymore. It, like, how do we say that? Can you please stop wanting this experience more? And can we change it?
no, I understand your question.
Yeah.
So let me divide it into parts so that it becomes more meaningful. At the same time, it answers the question. Her question first part is, if soul comes with a plan, and in that plan there could be also this big disease that it's taking, and the body is not taking it, then how can it happen? So let me answer the question. This soul plan, for masters who are new, I'm just going to go a little bit touching on what soul plan is, otherwise it won't be fair on them. So the way the whole spiritual understanding and the journey of soul is, every time the soul is coming for an incarnation onto this planet, into a body, the soul is in not body form, it's in an energy form. It works at a different level. It doesn't think like us. Oh, this is bad, this is good. I told you already. Hatred also is equally good. Happiness also is equally good. It's only a vibration. Every experience, every emotion is only an energy wave with a different frequency. That's all it is. And because as I talk, I also give some information. It's good to learn as we go along. That's why wisdom is for. We all know how energy travels. This is how the energy wave travels, right? Now, if it's traveling fast, we say it's high vibration, high frequency. And if it's traveling slow, we say low vibration, low frequency. That is all the difference of, we all should know the terminology we talk. We're saying soul is vibrating at a higher frequency means soul waves are this fast. That's why in movies, if you have seen movies, Star Trek movie, when Yoda comes into the screen, he'll be like shimmering. That is how they are showing how soul is. Because of high vibration, they can't make a body form. Because high vibration, you can never be in a dense body form. So they'll be always vibrating. So that's why in movies, all these people who are taking these movies are really great spiritual masters, and they are bringing this concept. But we just see the movie, walk away. But if spiritual master saw that, then he will see that and say how beautifully they have depicted, showing soul cannot remain in a form because it's in high vibrations. That's how they are. But if it's a low frequency, then it will very slowly form and then it can remain in a form. So from there, we have to understand. So every time a soul is in energy plane, that it's not with the body and it has to take a body form, soul plans. It does not just jump into somebody's movement, say, chalo, let's have a holiday. Soul doesn't come. So much planning happens, masters. We will be so surprised and shocked that this much of planning happens and we're wasting this life like this for all the planning we do, not alone. With great spiritual souls, we don't do anything alone. We have so much support, we have so much help on the other side that if we ever had, there are so many masters who can see this, when they see that, so much transformation happens, you feel you're never alone. Never feel you're alone. We want 2-3 people, physical people. Even if there is no physical person living with you, you are never alone, masters. You're surrounded with love, 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 love. That is the basis of this creation. Remember, we are never left alone. We are never alone. हम प्यार से हमेशा घिरे रहते हैं. We are always surrounded with love. You can't feel it. That's your problem because you got this China wall in between. Get down the China wall so that you can see the love for yourself. That is why with all this passion I scream, because at least you will remember that Madam screamed at me, let me make this change. Because you will make every effort to bring the wall of China down, and then you will feel, oh my God, so much love. I never felt this in life, even with 20 people around me. That is the kind of love with which we are sent onto this plane. So when we are coming here, we all have to charter our whole life. For what are we going? This life is not just like go, come. No, there is a purpose. Because the soul has to come down into such a low frequency to enter this body. And it's so limited. When you are in this body, everything is a limitation. You have to make an effort to get up and walk. Soul doesn't have to make any effort. If soul is here and it wants to be in Melbourne, it just has to think, thought power, ting. We see so many movies. Krishna does this and is gone into Mathura. Otherwise, he's with Pandavas, with Kauravas. In movies, they are telling us the form of souls. Soul doesn't need any effort because it's high vibration. Body, low vibration. Body, hello. Body has to effort. Soul knows it. So when it's coming onto earth plane, means it knows it's going to go through limitations. Body is, because it's going to be housed in this body. Soul knows. But still, but we are those warriors in spite of knowing all these limitations, knowing that we will forget our divinity. We still go forward and say, I want to go on to earth. Because this is where the action is happening, nowhere else. Only in this form, this 3-dimensional plane of earth is real game happening. So, going back to her question, before every incarnation, before every time you come onto this earth, you plan. For soul to evolve, there are many themes, many experiences soul has to know. So, for example, soul that has never been sick. It doesn't know what does it feel to be having some kind of a disease or limitation. So in that life, soul has done. Actually, soul wants to go with 3-4 themes. It doesn't want to go with one theme. There are council of, it's called Federation of Council. So this Federation Council souls are the experienced souls who say, no, you can't handle 4 themes. For the life, your span you are looking at, and for the experience you have, you can't take 4 things. In this life, only 1 or 1.5 thing. You fight with them. No, I want 4 things. Soul is so energetic, bubbly. I want to do. And not only that, on the top, there is another thing. I will tell after I finish that question, otherwise you'll get confused. The second layer, I'm going to talk in a minute. So the council will stop you. You have so many soul guides who are saying, no, Saroja, no, 1.5 also is too much. Take 1. No, then we will do negotiation. Can I go with 2.5? No, go with 1. Okay, then 1.5. Okay, sold. So like that, we are negotiating. We want to take 100 things and nah. You have not reached to the stage of development, evolution of the soul. You can't take it. So they tell you how much you can, how much you can't. Answering your question. There is nothing that your body can't handle that is in the soul plan because it's already been taken into consideration. The soul does not take anything in the soul plan which it cannot handle on the physical plane. But after coming to physical plane, everything is difficult because you don't know why you are here. You don't know how to take it. Everything becomes difficult, let alone big diseases, Amma. Even somebody says a few insults from family itself is difficult. People go into depression. It's not big or small. So if you are going through so-called negative things in your life, be rest assured that you can handle it. That's why you brought it along with it. There is nothing in your soul plan that you cannot handle, because that moderation has already happened, not by you alone, by many experienced people more than you who have finished this Artha cycle. They know more. They are the ones who are stopping you. You are the one who is jumping it. So whether it is disease, whether it is pain, whether it is depression, whether it is anxiety, whatever it is not more. It is all within the limit that your body can handle. It is only we people who, with the mind, China mind, oh, I can't take this, so suicide. Bad choice. You're running away from life. You don't know what soul has already planned. So what I'm saying is answering to your question. There is nothing the body can't handle which is in your soul plan. The whole thing has been taken into consideration, not just by you, but a council of souls, experienced souls. That is what soul science is all about. So be rest assured. Whatever. So when you are in pain, what to do? That is second part of your question. Very, very good question. People always ask why this is coming, but never people ask me, now that in your pain, how can you move forward? Nobody asks them. That is the most important question.
Yeah, so my main key question is like how I break that chain
Better conduct.
and go to a higher vibration.
It's right. Wow.
How to break that chain? Like I'm in this pain. Now I want to break it and make my soul happy. We've learned enough. Let's go to a next higher vibrational level.
That question itself shows that I don't want to take this, remove me. Wrong way. That is why I wanted her to repeat. This is what we spiritual masters do. We know the right language. So we say, yeah, this is enough, but please get me out. When do you ask yourself to out of something when you can't handle things, right? So think, what is making you to get out of this? I can't take it anymore. Wrong. You have to accept. Yes, it is difficult for the body. I understand your question completely. But you are saying this experience is enough, get me out. You should be asking because the experience is enough, not because the pain is more. If you are trying to get out because the pain is more, you will not get out, Amma. I'm telling you each answer. Pain is too much, I can't take it more, so please get me out. Wrong. You have got the pain for a purpose. You want to get out of the pain? Wrong answer. You will get more and more of it. Now, have you learned your lesson? If you have learned your lesson, you don't even have to ask. You will automatically come out of it. Purpose served. Tick. This life is never unfair to anyone. This is all for our growth. The moment soul knows it has learned, do you want to listen to a real story about this? Masters, I think some experiences come to us so that we learn and we grow and we also help people around us to grow. So I will tell you my own story. In 2017. That was the time I was planning to quit my work, and my foundation had become very big and it was taking too much of my time personally also. I had a corporate job, plus I had it's my foundation work going on. I used to counsel, so nighttime also I didn't have enough sleep. And in all this, I'm setting the scene of the whole thing. So my husband said, you're done enough worldly job now. You know, universe has given you this passion of your foundation. You're already doing so much. Why don't you full time do this? That thought never occurred to me. And then I thought, okay. So I decided I will quit my job. But because I've been in that organization for quite some time, 30 years, they have really looked after me well. So I thought I have an obligation to leave properly. So I gave them nice 1 year notice so that they get my replacement and all. I did proper way because I felt loyal to them. They have really looked after me, and just it was about to be 1 year and I was making my voluntary, very difficult to write when people are nice to you and you're leaving. But I was leaving for a better purpose. So I thought, and they understand, they knew I was doing my work and all that. So I wrote the letter. And that day I gave the letter to my work and I came back. And my director said, okay, Saroja, we'll keep it with us, we still have 3 more months for your 1 year to finish. I came back home, and many of you may know this, may not know, I don't know, because it came in all the magazines, so I'm not sure you will be, but if you haven't heard, then I'll continue the story. That evening, I came back from work, and my friend's husband had passed away, so we thought we'd go and visit her. And it was winter, June, and as I was coming from the top step, everything needs to have a reason. I have come down that steps, God knows how many hundreds of times, because bedroom is upstairs, so I keep on coming up and down in my balcony. God knows what happened. I was having an overcoat with a belt, or belt came unloose, I don't know. I fell from the top step, and I tumbled, and I landed in a very awkward position. Like my legs were 180 degrees. One leg on the 5 steps below and one leg top. I'm not a gymnastic or anything. I don't know those poses, right? And for someone like that, you imagine what would be my state. And this all happened in a split of a second. And when I landed, the shooting pain that came, I was fainting. The pain was so much that my body was okay. I don't know. So masters are saying not to use those words, so I don't use the words. Just wait for it. Okay. Just changing my language as I'm speaking. Okay. So I had excruciating pain. Excruciating pain. Body's nature is, when it can't take the pain, we lose consciousness. We feel dizzy or whatever. It's another way of spiritual. Soul tries to escape from the body. That's what masters are saying, not to touch the topic. So I won't touch that topic, but I'll continue with the other part of the story. I was passing out. The pain I knew, that pain was so excruciating. That was my right leg, and I thought I was dying. I don't know what dying means. Nobody who has the experience, right? I thought this is what dying is. I never had that kind of pain. But just at that time, when I was about losing consciousness, a spark came in my mind. That is what I'm saying, masters. The story of my story has been inspiration to somebody. Not because I'm some Mahatar, because it's the basic thing that we forget. In that 1 second, the thought that came to me is, my God, this pain is so much. If this has come to me, who did I give this much pain that I am taking it back? The thought was not about what pain I am going through. Immediately I was thinking about in which life, because I know in this life I haven't done anything like this. But in which life did I cause this much pain to another being? And now that it's coming back to me, I realize what this pain is. So my focus was not on me, and I was in this position saying, whoever it is, knowingly or unknowingly, if I have given you this much of a pain, I'm extremely sorry, because now I'm feeling it. I know how it feels like. And if I've done it to you, it is out of ignorance. I only remember saying this complete four-line statement coming from here. And guess what happened, masters? My pain vanished. Excruciating pain vanished. And I was becoming unconscious. And the moment the pain vanished, my consciousness came back, because my body is able to take it, right? I came back. So I'm not understanding, like, was I dreaming this excruciating pain? But I know I was the one who was, oh, pain gone. I didn't pay much thought. Then typical human being, Maya, illusion. Forgot about everything, because no pain. Then odd position, I slipped, no? So now I have to pull my left leg from the top step, because I'm in a very awkward position. And this big noise, my husband and daughter in the inside living room, so they came running out. I'm not a small personality, when I fall, I make big sound. So they came running, what happened? And I'm saying, please help me. My leg, Mama, what is, my daughter, she's a doctor, but she was in the 5th year of medicine, or maybe 3rd year. Mama, don't move. In their medicine, like if somebody does like that, don't touch, let the bones speak, because they don't know by moving how many more bones they can break. She saw this, Mama. I said, I have to move, look at me. So slowly I said, help me with my left leg so that I can bring my both legs together. She brought. But I remember the pain came from my right leg. So muscle memory, no, I don't want to move that leg, though pain is not there. So then I sat there and they brought water, and my husband knows we are not going anywhere. Now we have fallen. And then he said, do you want, I'll take you. You can sit on the sofa. I said, no, give me some time. I'll walk up the sofa. After some time, with their help, like limping, I went and sat on the sofa. But the whole falling down had taken a toll on me, very exhausted. So I said, I want to sleep. All this tamasha, it became 9 o'clock in the night. I said, I want to sleep. So the guest room is downstairs. So he said, no, don't go up. You sleep here. He said, he'll give me paracetamol. I said, no, I don't have any pain. I just want to sleep. I slept at 9:30, woke up at 8 o'clock next morning. I said, you go to work? He said, no, we got to go to doctor. I said, there's nothing happening. I'll sleep and I'll go. He said, no, I'll take you to doctor. Just the physician, let him see. And then we can go. I have a habit of buying, all my people who know me, they know. My morning cappuccino is very sacred for me. So I said, can we have a cappuccino and then go? He said, no, we have to go first. So I said, okay, general doctor, I don't know what you people call family care or something. That's a primary care. I said, 5 minutes, you get an appointment. So happily I went there. Of course, I wasn't putting too much of load on this because I thought my leg has sprained. Because I remembered faintly the pain. No, it could be sprained. So till doctor sees, I won't do. So I went to the doctor. I was happy. I talk a lot. By now, you all know. So I talk a lot. Doesn't matter who is there. I don't care. Conversation. So I was talking. So what happened? I told him the whole story. But I thought, I'm not going to tell him this forgiveness story. Nobody will. That is my private story. I'm not going to talk to him. Then I only told my husband and my daughter about this. I had excruciating pain. But then they asked me, why you are in this position when we came? Then I said, because I'm asking for forgiveness. Who are you asking for forgiveness? I told my husband, you won't understand. Then my daughter asked, no, tell Amma. Because children, no, I must have done something to somebody now. Yeah, suddenly I realized how much pain, how much I would have troubled them. Now only I'm understanding after receiving this. So I was just asking wholeheartedly for forgiveness. Then what happened, Amma? I don't know. The pain vanished. They looked at each other and thought, yeah, she lost her mind. Let's move on. That is what this world does, You tell them reality, lost her mind. So then I was talking to doctor. Doctor said, how are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I said, just send me. I want to go. I want to have my cappuccino, go home. Then he looked at my feet. Yeah, it's bit swollen, not much. I said, I think it is. I'm only telling him what it is. I think it's a bit of a sprain, doctor. Just give me something, I'll go with. He said, I'm the doctor. Let me decide. So he said, look, we got to finish this properly. Go to the guys, get the X-ray done. It's like so restless. Why X-ray? I'm okay. Then I said, if it is broken, then I'll have pain. He said, no, I still want X-ray done. He said to my husband, she's not listening, you take her. So then first floor I went, like that, limping only. He said, no, take a wheelchair. I said, I didn't have a wheelchair from home. But no, in dispensary, we don't allow. Sit on the wheelchair. So sat on the wheelchair. Went to the X-ray lady. There was a beautiful Sri Lankan young girl there. Then again, I started chatting. Oh, you look like my mother. Anybody talks nicely, feels like mother only. She said, you look like my mother and all that. We had a nice chat. Again, I told her whole story. I said, Amma, please finish it quickly. I want to go and have my coffee. No, just 2 minutes only. She took the X-ray. Then they have to go inside now. And when she came back, it's like somebody died. She came like that. Serious. I said, is everything okay? She said, actually, the X-ray guys are not supposed to tell us anything. They're supposed to send that X-ray to the primary care and he is supposed to break the news. But this girl got so close to me. She's looking at me. Amma, you're not feeling pain? She's calling me Amma. The Sri Lankan beautiful lady. I said, no, why should I have pain? Said, 3 fractures. Rubbish. He said, you got multiple fractures, Amma. I shouldn't tell you, but you're so nice to me. I don't believe she's only an X-ray, what she knows. I said, no, it can't be. I don't have any pain. Then when I went down, the doctor looked at it and said, he's ringing up Box Hill Hospital, emergency surgery, 1 steel rod, 5 screws, whatever, drilling machine, whatever you can bring. What is this? You need to have a rod inside immediately. It's multiple fracture. Immediately surgery has to happen. My husband was shocked. But she slept happily all night. I said, Tylenol. She said, no. He said to my husband, I don't know what happened to your wife. He said like this. I don't know what is wrong with you. Wrong, he didn't say. He said, I don't know what happened with your wife. I don't know why she can't feel the pain. This is a most complicated bone breaking. Surgery has to happen. I told my husband, nah, we have to think about it. Ask him not to call. We'll go to specialist. So we came out. It took me 10 minutes to, what is happening? What is happening? Then there is more story, but I won't tell that story. That's another good story. But coming back to this story, why am I sharing with you guys? To answer that question. We are living in ignorance. And you know what Richard Bach said? Who knows Richard Bach? How many people have it? So beautiful. I think this is one of the sessions where so many people have raised their hands for Richard Bach. So thankful and great masters. Richard Bach is one of the great spiritual masters. Oh my God, you should read his books. Very small books, but eye-opening books. You know what Richard Bach said? The most ignorant person on the earth is who has in-depth belief in injustice happening to him. That means if you believe that this life, lot of injustice happening to me, if your belief is strong, you are the most stupidest person. That's what I didn't say. Richard Bach said. The depth of your ignorance is your belief in the depth that everything is injustice. What does that mean? There is nothing injustice on this plane. That day I was only getting off the stairs with a very good intention to see my friend who has lost her husband. That friend had not have been put to me. Even then, she's in so much pain, we should go. So now I'm being a normal human being. What did I do? A friend who has been mean to me, I was trying to do an act of kindness. So what did I do? I did nicely one day work getting off the stairs. What have I done wrong? Why this needs to happen to me? You want to think that way, you can spend whole life thinking, why me, why me? Or if your stars wake up, then you realize there is no injustice happening to you. This life, you are like, I'm so innocent. I'm so ignorant. Who knows last life what we were, masters? How many people we went? We don't know. We don't know. Putting an innocent face and walking this life doesn't mean that you were Saint Sadananda in all your life. No. So take up the responsibility. That evening, what happened was, my stars were good. All the knowledge that I was giving to this world, it came to me at the right time. Why? Because I talk about this non-stop. I'm telling you why it came to me. This is my bread and butter. I talk about this even in my sleep because I believe in this. And everywhere I go, I'm not going for name or fame. I'm asking people to wake up. Wake up. The quicker you wake up, better you will live. So this is my Ram Nam Japa. Mantra is this. So when the time came, it came to me immediately. Sorry. Just 1 second. This is the coordinator. Hello, Harita. Don't, not in the middle of the session, no? So, this is one of the masters who is watching me on Zoom and is getting worried that I haven't had sleep for 3 nights and do I have the energy with this cough to continue? This is the love these masters give. They're ringing me up and say, stop the session. We don't want you to, what more you want? People from different places. What are you living for, masters? Understand, this is love. This is why, in spite of having viral fever, I'm running around like this, because even if one person wakes up and makes their life happy, that's enough for me, masters. I don't want anything more. I don't want anything more. And how much love that master has, that she's ringing me up and saying, Amma. But I being mine, I said, no, this has to go. Thank you, Harita. I won't continue for long, but I will. So, when you breathe, eat, drink this fact, you are always close to the truth. Then when you need it, it comes. It came that day. And I was becoming unconscious. And right at the time the knowledge came. It has come to you for what you have given out. And for me to quickly agree, instead of saying, when did I hurt anybody? Instead of going in denial mode, I accepted, masters. I accepted, I actioned, not because tick the box, because I really felt that how much pain I have given to somebody, that I am realizing now how I must have broken somebody's leg. Who knows what we have done? It is immaterial what I have done, but it has come to me. That means it is my karma. It's a cycle of energy. And the moment it came from the heart, the physical reality may not change. But answering your question, my body, what pain? My body doesn't care. It's not in pain. I didn't go through any surgery, masters. Cutting the long story short, no surgeries. And a great spiritual master who is an orthopedic surgeon came along and he said, if your bone aligned, because I broke it in 3 pieces and the bones were all disturbed. So he says, I'm giving you 1 week. If the bones come together, then without surgery, we can go ahead. But Saroja, I'm giving you 1 week. Do what you want, but make sure the bones are aligned. And within 1 week, all the 3 pieces came together, masters. They were all aligned. And he said, you don't need surgery. I can treat you without. So without surgery, with normal thing, I got healed. And I've done a lot of running, jogging after that in COVID. So this feet really stood with me. But this is such a great question. Otherwise, we would not have talked about it. This is how experience helps us. Can body take it? This is how miracles happen. This is no less than miracle. Fact still remained that I had 3 pieces broken. But could my body take it? My lesson came to me. I understood the lesson. So pain is not required. But physical manifestation takes time. It's not astral. Astral changes. But physical manifestation takes time. So the broken bones will take time to join. But the lesson for which purpose I had come onto this plane, that one purpose sorted out. And why did it come to me? Then I realized why did it come to me. This is a story to be shared with everyone, not because it happened to Saroja. Name doesn't matter. One story is enough for all of us to understand and move forward, masters. So, such a great question, but this is how body is. This is how miracles happen. So whatever we bring with us, realize why it is coming to you. Forgiveness is a great tool. Forgiving others, asking for forgiveness is the biggest tool, biggest resource that a human being has. Use that instead of complaining. And to me, the 2 mantras which I will leave here and go, one is gratitude. The second one is forgiveness, masters. The more you practice, light.
What was the first one?
Gratitude. The gratitude itself, another story. But from the time you wake up in the morning, keep on asking, keep on asking. Gratitude, gratitude. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The more you appreciate the grace in your life, the more you will be surrounded by abundance. Everyone is practicing. How do you know? Hundreds and hundreds of the BYM masters are practicing. Scooter is not working, they will do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scooter starts. So silly. Yeah, silly for you, but working for them. You know, every day they will be saying thank you to the fridge, thank you to scooter, thank you to cycle. Madam, what do they understand? They understand. You are not understanding. Everyone understands. Gratitude is the mantra to live with abundance on this plane of earth. You are not understanding. You are missing the biggest point. Biggest secret. You have so much in life that you are overlooking. You're always focusing on that 1 or 2 things. I don't have. Then if somebody will come and tell you that if you do live life like that, always thinking you have to be in abundance, then they will say, okay, oh, I don't have scooter. But I have something else. But in mind, they are only thinking about not having scooter. It's not about what you are saying, masters. So if you have to believe that you are in abundance, you have to start looking at everything. What not do we have? Life itself is a big miracle. We are living in the biggest miracle on this creation. What more you want? Abundance. But we human beings have lost the art of living. That's why we are struggling. That's why depression. That's why anxiety. Because nothing is good enough. Because you yourself don't know what is good enough for you. We are totally overlooking everything we have. Such a beautiful satsanga. How many human beings have this kind of company? We're so blessed that we can talk about the biggest things in life. We are all so fortunate. Even if you don't have this satsanga, even then you are fortunate. Start writing down on a piece of paper every morning what I have. And look at the list. Thank you, thank you, thanks. See how the abundance works in your life. Always looking at lack. I don't have this, I don't have that. My life is not good, my life. Your life will never be good. Because you're never focusing on how good it is. It's about how not good it is. So the two mantras, masters, gratitude. And the second mantra, if you are not able to handle your soul plan, like the madam said, forgiveness. Never complain. She is not treating me well. He is not treating you well. You only are at the receiving end of the stick for what you have given out. You never thought while giving out, right? So now receive it with grace. And it's not a punishment. You're learning. You're learning. You're growing. You're learning. Karma is not a punishment at all. Karma is a beautiful tool for soul to grow. How will you grow otherwise? How will you get your experiences? But our whole concept is wrong, masters. It's all about getting, receiving. What you bought, more what you would want to receive. You have received everything. You have so much grace in life. I will stop talking after giving you a beautiful story. Harita madam, I do understand your concern. So I am going to tell you a beautiful story. I have a friend in Indonesia. And he's a journalist. And soon after my accident, I was sharing my story, and my story came in many magazines, all PSSM magazines and other spiritual magazines and editorials, because people find it so, how can this happen? This has happened. So even in Dhyan Mahachakra, I had to go and stand up and talk about these stories, and people think, does this happen? I said, I don't know, it happened. I don't know. It doesn't happen every day to me. But that day it happened because I did something different than what I always did. So this story went to my friend as well. And my friend's wife, she said, on your way to India, can you drop in here? So we went by Indonesia. And I was at my friend's place. And my friend is a journalist, but he had met with a very big accident. No, he didn't meet with an accident. He had an illness. And he had been a very active person till then. And because of the illness, he had to quit his job from the magazine. He's a journalist. He writes very well in Indonesia. And he had to literally quit his job because he couldn't function. And he was in bed by the time I went. That's why his wife invited me. And that day I was talking to him and he was literally crying. He said, look what my life has become, Saroja. I used to be such an active person. You know, they were going to make me chief editor because he has so much experience. Next was chief editor. And before I could become chief editor, this illness has come. So I'm in the bed. And he said, the worst things happening in my life. My son, he has a 17-year-old son. He met with a car accident. And the car was completely written off. And that guy was going to write an entrance medical exam. So he couldn't write the exam. So he said, look at my life. What should I be grateful about? Look what my life is. He was literally on the bed. He had back problem. And he was going into depression because son and all that. And listening, while we were there, message came from India that his father passed away. He literally was going into depression. And then his wife, in the living room, she said, see, Saroja, he was so different 1 week ago, and he's gone into depression. So that day, while he was sleeping, I wrote a letter to him. Sometimes people are not ready to listen. You start talking, they will disrupt you. They don't want to accept. So I didn't want to go through that with my friend. So I wrote a letter to him. You're only looking at things that are looking negative. You haven't seen the blessings, right? Your son met with an accident. The car got written off, but you have a son with completely health back home. He didn't meet with any, he didn't end up in a hospital or anything with broken bones, skull, something. Only the car was written off. I say, you only lost your car, not your son. Medicine, if he's not writing medicine this year, he can write next year, or maybe that's not the profession of his choice. And I told him, at 60, if you have quit work and you are happily in the bed, maybe you always have complained you wanted to do a freelance journalism. Initially, he used to complain, I want to do freelance, but I'm not getting an opportunity, so I'm working for this. I said, take this as an opportunity to start your freelance journalism, which you always wanted to do. You're so young. You're only 55. You can start. Why are you complaining that, you've lost your job? You couldn't become chief editor? And then I said, your father, he wasn't young. He passed away at the age of 90. You want him to be living more. Maybe he would be ending up like a vegetable living on the bed. So what are you complaining about? I wrote all the 3 points, put that under his, glass, whatever, water glass. And then I went and sat on the couch in the living room. That fellow didn't even want to get up from the bed. He was supposed to try walking because his backbone is, he didn't want, because what is there? What am I looking for? And then he woke up. He saw this letter. He read it. I wrote 2-page letter to him. He held the walking stick, came back to the living room, embraced me and cried and cried. And he said, you're so right, Saroja. So much blessing, and I wasn't even looking at it. Yes, you are right. I always told you I want to become a freelance journalist. Why didn't I think this is my opportunity? I don't have to be someone else's chief editor. He said, from tomorrow I'm starting. Because I told him that in 3 months when I was in bed, when I had a big cast, I did so much of my spiritual work, masters. Beyond Your Mind Foundation started from my bed with fracture. For a creation to happen, sometimes things happen. Today, if I look back, the best thing that happened was my leg got fractured. Because the doctor said, I'm putting a cast with 3 bones broken. You cannot move for 6 weeks. Promise me you won't move, otherwise go for surgery. I said, no, I promise. 6 weeks I have to sit like this. Come on, bring my computer. Started Beyond Your Mind Foundation. Read quantum physics, not 1 second, because I always wanted to read. Never had time. Always busy. Universe. Now the second story. What you are seeing is not all the time what it is. There is a deeper meaning behind which we human beings can't understand. The deeper meaning was, I had to start this work for humanity. Somewhere the seeds had to go. Somewhere the work has to start. And those 6 weeks, not 1 second I wasted, masters. And the first workshop on how and where to seek happiness happened from my fractured bed. I did 500 workshops of how and where to seek happiness. Because in this world, everyone, how to be happy. And from that bed, I got all these ideas. I was enjoying every minute. I used to ask my husband, don't stay at home, please go. Because I don't have time to spend with you. He said, what you spend? I'm spending with you. No, I got so much work. You go. So he had to put a plate with food because I can't move, a plate, and then everything. You call me if you need. I never called him. And he came back 6 o'clock. Why you came so early? Hey, 6 o'clock, man. At least let me come home now. 6 weeks were the best time of all that I'm doing now is the result of my broken leg that day. And I didn't understand. This is how life is, masters. We don't understand the bigger picture. And now everyone understands, not only my husband, my daughter, my son, my friends, everyone knows, all the Divine family knows that all of us, because I went into the depth of my soul, the moment I got this knowledge, it wasn't for me, it is for the world. So I went and shared with everybody. And what happened? A happy community. So when Loka Kalyanam, we call When work for humanity has to start, nobody understands how it starts. But when you look back, everything makes sense. So do I think it was injustice to me, the lead? No. But we can be thinking it is an injustice. And Richard Bach is right. You are ignorant if you are thinking it is injustice because you don't know the bigger picture. So that day he had read my article that in 6 weeks in the bed, I started a foundation, I started classes, I used to teach quantum physics, quantum energy. Information was being downloaded in that 6 weeks, like masters were left, right, and center sending me knowledge. And I was like writing down like mad, books and books I had filled up. So he read all this, and then when he read my letter, he came back and he said, "You see what I will do from my bed, even though my back is not working." And he started his own paper, masters, his own newspaper, his freelance journalism. See, it's not my story alone, it is my friend's story also. We are always focusing on what we don't have. Why are we not focusing the blessings that are associated with everything? Open up. Believe Richard Bach. There is no injustice happening. If you think injustice, that means you are fool, ignorant, in-depth ignorance. So, sorry, Amma, this big answer for a small question, but sometimes it's required, right? हाँ पीऊंगी बेटा बिना शक के. Thank you for asking. अभी मन ही लग रहा था पूछने का. And masters, I really encourage you to ask questions. You know, when do we grow? When we ask, Q&A is the best time, masters. Or very Suruchi. Suruchi, do you want me to? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Please go ahead, Ma.
Thank you so much for all the inspiration. We're so blessed to have you here. I would like to take a deeper understanding on the just me, because I have my own story similar to yours, and my life changed as well. And I have that fire in me to spread, to do things. So I'm in that mode. So for me to sit down and just be, I have this thing in me, no time. I have to go out and serve in this way and that way. So I'm always like, go mode as a result. So, but then I do understand that my own growth, it's so important. So if you can help how to create that balance.
Very good.
And what does that just mean? How do I incorporate that?
Just before you came, we were talking about the whole process. No, I'm just telling because we talked for a long time. Today, the whole session started with the just be. We tried to connect to many examples, many ways, and why we struggled with the concept of just being. So, madam, what's your name, sir?
I'm Tina.
Tina. So, Tina, madam, what happens is when the child is born, as the child grows, the child becomes further and further away from his soul connection. When we are born, when we are in the womb, we are full connection. There is you people have heard about Theosophical Society. There is this Annie Besant and all that.
Yeah.
Their books, everyone should read their books. They go so deep into everything. So one of the great masters have written, in the womb when child grows, 4th month, 5th month, 6th month, how the connection between the soul and the mental body, the emotional body, the causal plane, amazing. Everyone should read that. But coming back, it's completely. Which book? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'll give it to you in a minute. Yeah. Before you leave, I will give it to you. Let me finish that question. So the child is completely in touch with its divinity. But when the child comes out, madam, child is still within touch. Till 5 years of age, they will be completely talking about it, saying even after 5 they can. But we society, we will kind of put them in tracks like go to school, do this. We want them to forget all this. Even if they say, oh, we are seeing these people, that people, will make sure that they forget. We all know these stories, but is it really happening? It is happening, masters. Back in Australia, one of my very close friend's daughter, she's very young and she tells every story what's happening in her life, and it's like a cinema. You know how children are connected to various planes, various galaxies, how parallelly they are working. I get this recount of this story every day because that child, she knows she's connected to me. The day she walked into my life when she was 1 year old, she came to me and she came to our retreat and she told her mother, she's Saroja Mama. Mama means Nani. She's Saroja Nani. She's my guru. This 1 year old who can't even talk, she came directly to me and showed her mother. Mother did not get surprised because mother is deep into it. Both mother, father, they did my spiritual parenting course, and that's how after that they conceived, and then so they are much deeper into it. So they don't. But every day this child will give us a story about other beings, the purpose. You know how much work is happening outside this planet Earth. Is it just this child? No. Every child is doing that, but they are not getting the right atmosphere, right encouragement, so they stop talking. They stop talking. And that is why one of the reasons I started spiritual parenting classes was right from the beginning, even before the souls come down, the parents should understand this particular relationship. So in our spiritual parenting class, we are kind of, you get prepared. The souls are arriving, so you better be prepared. So our spiritual parenting starts right from the time when parents are planning, not even ready, but planning whether what kind of children we have. You want Buddha and Krishna to come into your life, then become like Yashoda Ma. If you are like Kamsa, who will come into your life, right? So continuing this, 1 to 5 years full divinity life. But by the end of it or even before it, the society influence starts. And the society is all about doing, acquiring, doing. This has become our mantra of life. Acquire. In other words, crudely, I can say hoarding. We don't know why we are hoarding things. Go look into your house and see how many things you are hoarding. You don't even need it. Now everyone is trying to realize that, we shouldn't hoard. And now we are also trying to see if we haven't used it for last 6 months, throw it away. Very good way of getting detached with our attachment. It's a very good way. So, but the whole community, the society, the Ram mantra has this. Just keep doing, just keep acquiring. Children are not happy with this mantra, but we are brainwashing them. And we are rubbing our expectations onto them. So if you see any child who is sitting quietly in a corner, parents get very concerned. They will come to me for counseling. Madam, we don't know why our child is just sitting. If they are new to me, they will come. If they know me, they will be very careful while they're asking questions. I said, if your child is doing something, come to me. Don't come to me if he's not doing anything. What does it mean? What does it mean? Because you want your child to keep doing something for what? We all, when I'm talking about this, you all need to think. How did you raise your children? Always some camp or the other, this, that. Why? Oh, because next door neighbor child is going for 4 camps, I should at least send to 3 camps. I'm going through all this. Sachi beta, nobody agrees, but I have raised 2 children. I know the competition and the society that we live in. But who will bring the change, madam? Who will bring the change? Just now you yourself started with question. Mama, I understand, just be. But it's not happening. It's not happening because we have conditioned. Somewhere someone has to break this. Just do nothing, man. Just sit down. Sitting down is fine. You know how Nike says, just do it? We should come up with just do nothing. They come up with these logos and brainwash people. So that becomes the way of life. And every parent thinks, we know everything. We think we know everything. Children know nothing. It's totally opposite. But then one day we will realize we know everything. So child can't sit doing. If you find your child doing nothing, something is wrong. Lazy, useless, or some mental disorder. This is how we are running our lives with children. Because we don't know how to live, madam. Then this is how we are corrupting the next generation. Keep doing, even that fellow runs, he's exhausted, but still he's running. When he becomes the parent, he will also do the same thing with his children. Because he never asked the question why. Somewhere someone has to stop and ask why. And that we are doing now. We are doing now. Why now? That's another subject. That's another totally different story. We will talk about it if someone is interested. But it's not finished yet. So, if this is how we have conditioned our society, it's going to be very difficult, no matter how many people come and say, even Lord Krishna comes and stands in front of us and say, this is the mantra, just be. That means don't do. It's all very difficult. I'm not able to, even to Krishna, you think I'm saying, so you're doing, Krishna comes, you will change. No. Krishna, Vishnu, Yama comes also, we can't change because we have conditioned. So who is going to change? Change has to happen here. Make a conscious decision next time, especially at our age when there is nothing much to do. Okay, you're worried about children, leave the children from the equation. Find time today, 5 minutes. I will start my day with doing nothing. Just get up. Not even closing eyes. I'm not saying meditate. Meditation is a different story. Just doing nothing means not even closing eyes is doing something. So put 5 minutes every day. Get up in the morning or afternoon. I don't care. This is 5 minutes of just being. Being means that monk said, na, I just sit. Did you hear the monk story when you were here? Yeah. That's what we need to do. 5 minutes. Just sitting. And then what? Just sitting. Every time we have to keep telling, just sit. Just sit. That is all the agenda is. Madam, we have to practice, madam. Yeah, I like the thirst with which you ask this question because, yeah, I know it. But how do I do it? Practice. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm practicing. So I'm telling you. Can I do 24 hours? Maybe not, because I have some responsibilities on this physical plane, so I have to do. But other time, I'm trying my level best when I sit. What happens when I start thinking? My awareness clock comes back. I have trained myself to bring this question all the time. Are you aware? Aware means aware of what you are doing. And the moment I think, oh, I've gotten thoughts. Oh no, I have to be in just be more. Who is going to police us? We have to police. So yesterday somebody was asking, Madam, how do I be aware of what I'm doing? I don't even know when I drift into. So I asked my daughter Nikki to put alarm. Every hour alarm. What is that alarm for? That question is, are you aware? The moment that alarm goes, oh, I have to be aware. No thoughts, I have to be aware of what I'm doing. Just 5 Panchendriya, what knowledge I'm getting from Panchendriya, no thoughts. Then you will be very careful, within a minute, gone into another world with thoughts. No problem. Another 1 hour, again the reminder. Oh, awareness practice. That is how training happens. Every hour put alarm. That is called your awareness alarm. After that, make it half an hour. By the time this story happens in 5-6 weeks, your brain is already conditioned. Without your knowledge, it will be always asking, are you aware? Are you aware? Because that is what training is. You have trained your mind to ask you that question. Anywhere you're looking at her, but behind your mind, it's are you aware? Aware means I have to be totally aware what she's doing, I can't drift my mind away. Aware means no drifting mind. Single point focus. And that is called in yoga, dharana. We all know these words, but we don't know practical application. What is dharana? Single point focus. Only when you know what is dharana, you can do dhyana. We all are sitting in meditation, but no practice of dharana. Dharana means single point focus. First to practice single point focus, then transition into meditation. That is why we sit in meditation, drifting away. No practice. Got to go discipline. How are you going to discipline? Put alarm. Whenever alarm goes off, aware. Alarm went off, be aware. Be aware means don't drift away. These are all the practical lessons, madam. I'm using it, I'm giving it to you. And then you become like paranoid. Everywhere, are you aware? Are you aware? And that is what Sakshi Tattva is. Witness consciousness. What is witness consciousness? Everyone talks about it. What is Sakshi Tattva? Being aware of where you are. Being present where you are. That is Sakshi Tattva. That is the meaning of life. Who is going to do this effort for you? You have to do. Okay, madam. So, thank you.
రమణ మహర్షి చెప్పిన ఏకచింతనం అన్నది ఇదేనా
Yes.
సింగిల్ పాయింట్
Yes, ma'am. ఏకచింతనం అంటే ధారణ, సింగిల్ పాయింట్. ఎంత కష్టం తెలుసా మేడం? సో డిఫికల్ట్, బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ట్రై చేస్తాను, చేయాలి మేడం. Yeah, I'll just let her finish. She had something.
Associated question with
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Hmm.
Means if your child is doing nothing, how you will support your child if he's doing something in the classroom or general practitioner or psychologist? No one is supporting that. How you will? Means they will not be okay with not doing that.
Who will not be okay?
If your son is in the class,
Okay.
teacher won't be okay.
If he
If
is
son is doing nothing, right?
okay, I'll tell you. In the classroom, you have no control, madam. So let's not talk about classroom because you are not there. But when he comes home, when there is nothing else to do, if he just sits there, watching TV is not just not doing anything. If he just wants to do nothing, it's okay. There's nothing wrong. But we parents are so guilty because we don't know how to be. We will make sure our children, they are not being in the present.
So Saturday, Sunday, if they do nothing, they're fine.
या नॉट डूइंग मतलब आपको डेफिनेशन मालूम होना चाहिए. जस्ट भी कोई सोचना वोचना नहीं है, बैठ के बिल्कुल प्रेजेंट मोमेंट. अगर आप करवा सकते हैं तो पूरे 24 घंटे करवाइए, बट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल बिकॉज यू हैव अदर थिंग्स. एटलीस्ट 5 मिनट करवाइए, 10 मिनट करवाइए, प्रैक्टिस करवाइए. बस बैठे रहो बेटा, कुछ करने की जरूरत. एनकरेज, ताकि when they become big, they don't become like us. We have become maniacs. पागल हो रहे हैं मैडम, अपने को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. You know what we have made out of this mind? जंगल बना लिया इसको. We don't know how to come out of it. तो एक बार रुकिए ना, आप ध्यान करते हैं? हाँ, तो पूरी सोसाइटी तो नहीं कर रही, आप क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्यों कर रहे हो? 0.01% of humanity is meditating. तो 99.9 तक नहीं कर रहे, फिर आप क्यों कर रहे हो? Because you want to go after something different, right? तो अलग तो होना ही है मैडम. Somebody has to lead, right? Change बनाने आए हैं तो कदम तो उठाना ही पड़ेगा. Everyone wants to hide back, ठीक है? If you are happy with your life, be. I'm not happy, madam, like this. Just because society is like that, मैं खुश नहीं हूँ. I won't be happy. I don't want to live like society. I want to live for what purpose I have come. The whole society is suffering. सारे बच्चे डिप्रेशन में जा रहे हैं मैडम. How do we bring children out of depression? इतना we have put such wrong thinking in their mind. Keep doing. 30 places I went and children came to me. They परेशान हो रहे हैं बच्चे कि मैं क्या करूं. They are asking me, what do I do? We are not able to cope. From colleges, from university, students came to me. They are asking, Amma, how do we do? I feel their pain because we generated this nonsense in the society. It is our responsibility. Let's not find the excuses why we can't do it. I want you to find 10 reasons how you can do it.
Because if kid is not doing anything, it will likely might be in depression.
वो आपकी सोच है ना, सोच बदलो. It's not his problem, it's your thinking. You change.
No, it's not means when you talk to a doctor or anyone, they will suggest it.
तो आप मत ले जाओ ना डॉक्टर के पास. मैडम, आपने जिस बात पे पैर रखा है ना, वो डॉक्टर्स भी नहीं जानते. आपका डॉक्टर मेडिटेशन करता है? तो पहचान के जाओ ना, कौन सा ऐसा डॉक्टर है जो मेडिटेशन करता है, जो स्पिरिचुअल पाथ में है. नहीं तो उसको आपका बात क्या समझ में आया? नहीं, आप ही बताइए. डॉक्टर्स 4 किताबें पढ़ के डॉक्टर बने हैं, उनको ये भी नहीं मालूम कि एक सोल से कनेक्ट कैसे होना है. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द सोसाइटी. आपको समझ में आ रहा है मैडम? तो अगर आपको करना है तो आपको इस पे सोचना पड़ेगा. हाउ डू आई कम आउट ऑफ दिस नॉनसेंस? वी हैव 2 ऑप्शंस. गंगा के साथ बहो and become another fool, or I understand this problem, I am coming out of it. तो वो तो it is our choice. Everyone has a free will. How do you want to live here? 500,000 जन्म ऐसे बिता लिए मैडम. My community is all like this. I want to be one among them. एक और जन्म बिता लीजिएगा, अगले जन्म में सोच आ जाएगी आपने. Nobody is stopping us, madam. कौन बोल रहा है ध्यान करो? Nobody is forcing us to ध्यान. 1000 जन्म लेके ऐसी जिए हम लोग. अब now we have some kind of an intuition कि We got to do something to get. हटके तो जीना ही पड़ेगा. You can't be one among just because you're surrounded with fools. So I'm going to be fool. That is stupidity, madam. मूर्ख के साथ रहेंगे तो आप भी मूर्ख बनोगे क्या? मालूम है मूर्ख है तो अलग तो करना ही पड़ेगा ना. आप मशाल लेके आगे जाइए. मैं क्यों घूम रही हूँ? आप भी घूमो. क्यों डर लगता है आपको? आप भी लेके मशाल जाओ आपके कम्युनिटी में. बताओ क्या प्रॉब्लम है? This is the problem. Everyone wants to keep quiet. अरे why do I speak, you know? Why? What is the problem? If that is the truth, you should talk about. बोलना चाहिए मैडम. जहां भी 4 लोग हैं वहां बोलना चाहिए. अगर if that is the truth you feel at heart, raise your voice. It is not any against the government. No, there's nothing radical about it. This is about yourself. How to be happy. That's why I don't call any spiritual word, I don't put in my name, because the moment it's spiritual, people want to run away. It's not spiritual. Everyone deserves to be happy. सबको खुशी रहने का अधिकार है. Who is happy? Nobody is happy. तो कम से कम उसके बारे में तो बात कर सकते हैं मैडम कि how can we be happy? Why we are not happy? जहां 4 लोग हो, start talking about it. Why we are not happy? Everyone will say, oh, we are not happy because अपने अपने reason. Now you come slowly and say, maybe we are not happy because this. सोच बढ़ाओ उनकी. That is how you spread the wisdom, madam.
When child goes to school, it is different. Is this concept introduced in schools or the people are?
हमने तो सिखाना शुरू कर दिया. I have my own academy. I run 23 countries में मैं classes चला रही हूँ. Because if education system can't address this, somebody has to look after our children. So I have my Crystal Children Corner Academy for children 5 years to 17-year-old. We run every Sunday classes about all this. Children are learning so nicely. 5-year-old, 6-year-old, they get up, gratitude. And just not reciting, they mean it. I went to Dallas, Crystal Children Corner Academy child was gave a lecture on gratitude. He picked shlokas from Bhagavad Gita and he was saying, this knowledge we always had. This is what I do when I get up. This is how I do. They can do it, madam. We are the people who are struggling. If you tell them, they can go on the right path. हम उनको इतना emotional intelligence we are teaching them. We are teaching them about soul. We are teaching them about spirit. We are teaching them about mind. We have done 11 batches. 11 years we have run this program. And children are coming up so beautifully. We can't blame children. They are very clever. We are not giving them the right information, madam. And education system, that will also change. We are in India, I am running campaigns for school teachers, college professors, because education system, there is no love. The whole system is fear-based. We are introducing love. And initially people were scared that we are entering into education system and they will say, what do you know about education system? But that didn't happen, madam. When I held seminars and webinars in Hyderabad, they came in thousands, professors and lecturers from Telangana. And when I started talking about the concept of fear-based education and love-based education and examples, tears were rolling down their eyes. Because everyone can feel, they know, but they don't know what to do. But somebody has to speak. And why one person has to speak, madam? Sabko bolna chahiye. You will only talk when you are convinced. I'm convinced. Anything based on love is the way to move forward. If anything comes out of fear, it will not help our growth. You have to believe first. First you have to learn, you have to believe, you have to practice, and then influence. 4 logon ko influence. We are not inculcating any wrong things in the community. We are raising their confidence, inner growth. A fearless community. कैसा होना चाहिए पता community? They should believe in themselves, not believe in somebody. नहीं मैं, I can take care. I have miraculous thinking. What is miraculous thinking? Not fear. मैं जो करूंगा प्रेम से करूंगा. कहाँ प्यार है मैडम? कौन करता है प्यार से बताइए? प्यार has gone out of the dictionary. Why? Why? Because everybody is like that. So you start, madam. You take jhanda and go. Let's do. This is a good thing. Nobody will stop you. Why I'm saying with so much passion is, somebody, somewhere we have to change. Yes, ma'am.
Just want to add, I feel very passionately. Someday I hope I can accomplish what you have, but I started small. So I created a curriculum for all grade levels to introduce them, the thought, help understand the mind. Somebody in Fremont, they run a school after daycare and all of that. So she happens to know me. So I took my program to her. And she resonated so much because she's been running that for like over 25 years. She's seen some of her own kids commit suicide.
Yeah.
So she really understood. And I am teaching, and my kids are from kindergarten to 5th grade, and they're absorbing like a sponge.
I told you, madam.
And today, I also do volunteering teaching for Gurukul in our temple at the Shri Temple in
Yeah.
Peters. And last week, a mom, she just saw me when I was sitting there, and she came and she was like, I've been wanting to call you, but I wasn't sure if I should disturb. I said, what happened? And then she gave me a whole thing about, 7th, 8th grade of kid, anxious too, and how they're just like, they're kind of sucked into the video, in gaming and all. That same day, I called a bunch of kids that I know of that age group. Every single parent said yes to me. And to remove for coming here, that's why I was late.
Yeah.
I started a class for them just to introduce them, all of them.
No, madam, they take it very well.
They're very good. So
We have been running since 2017. I'm running this. Of course, madam, anytime, because we are running summer school next week in US. 2 weeks summer school is happening because children are at home. So this concept we are bringing it down into 2 weeks, and 2 weeks of summer school talking about emotional intelligence. Children don't know how to handle anger. That is what is taking their life away. When they get anger, they don't know how to release that energy, how to channel that energy. These are all emotions. So it is our responsibility to make sure they understand and how they can bring that anger energy into a way that is helpful for all. We talk about anger. We talk about hatred. We talk about so many emotions in the class. People know now, okay, when you get anger, this is the reason. And we tell reason. Everything has a reason. They've got triggers. Anger is such a funny emotion. We all have expectations in life, right? So we have expectations. And when that expectations are not met, we get angry. So anger has two inputs. What is first input? Having expectation. Second input? Not happening. So if you can even remove one of that, anger gone. This is how we teach technically every emotion. So we put equations, we show pictures, flowchart. So anger, expectation, not fulfilling. So either you take the expectation away or have expectation, but don't get attached to outcome. It's okay, you have expectation. But if that doesn't fulfill, फिर भी ठीक है, all is well. So हम बच्चों को अभी teach them all is well. Expectations are good. If they meet, okay. If they don't meet, even then it is okay. Then we teach them why it is okay, even if your expectations are not being met. Now children are using it so well. Whenever they get angry, they are asking, what is my expectation? Did that get fulfilled? No. Okay, so what should I remove? Expectation. They're doing this practical input. And this is what Vivekananda said. Spirituality is a lab where you try to put things in and take out things. What do you put in to make life more meaningful? What do you take out to make life less complicated? This is the experiment सारे बच्चों के साथ we should do. And that's why we're making the courses so scientific. Everything like flow chart. And children, this is why I'm getting angry, madam. Yes. Okay, I can work it out. We tell them why hatred. We tell them all why fear. Sabka equation. And when we break down the emotions into pieces, packets, if you take any packet out, gone. Children love to experiment with this. If you just tell them don't hate, they will say why. But if you show them pictures, this packet, this packet, this packet causes hatred, just एक packet निकाल दो. They are doing it. They are doing it in classrooms. They are doing it everywhere. And I am so proud of our generation, these young people. And then these people go into my Indigo youth platform. हमारा youth platform है, madam. All these children from 5 to 17, they finish Crystal Children Corner Academy. Then they go to youth platform and there we are teaching them. Don't have two different life. एक friends के लिए, एक spirituality के लिए. We all have two phases. Outside community, work one phase. Spiritual community, other phase. Why you have two phases? Because you don't understand why you are coming into spirituality and what is the difference. They both are same. Spirituality means live life happily, completely, every moment completely with awareness. Why same agenda you can take outside, na? No, madam. I have two faces. One for spiritual friends, another one for my life friends. That is why our life is like that. You think about how we are leading lives, masters. For everything we have reason. This is why I can't do it. Find 10 reasons why you can do it. You have 100 reasons, you will find how you can do it. Have some passion, interest. This is the main rule. This is why we come to this plane. We do everything but this one. Again, go back, come again, go back, come again, go back. Okay, if you like coming, going back, no problem. Keep doing it. But so beautiful life is, so simple life is. That is why we have to think about it. Amma, you had a question which I shall stop because you're okay. Somebody else? Yeah, madam.
Thank you so much, Amma, for this wonderful introduction, and wonderful presentation about forgiveness. I resonate so much with what you said because I came into meditation 3 years back with trying to look for answers to the chronic health issue, which for 30 years I was dealing with it. And finally, when the doctors gave up, they said, no, we can't do anything. That's when meditation came into my life. And it has completely transformed my life so many ways. And, we're talking about awareness, mindfulness. So I feel like I've tried to imbibe and implement all those practices in my life. And now I'm really living a very, I feel like a very aware, I'm living with a lot of awareness about my own self-talk. What are the kind of things I'm telling myself, where I need to change, and what is the emotion that is underlying each thought, and how to transmute that emotion right away so that I can be in a high frequency. I mean,
Wonderful.
It's really,
We can do it, madam.
yes, it is doable.
It is doable. What she's saying is, yes, emotions are very compelling. But if you consciously live and try, you can just rise above that. But it's all practice.
Yeah.
You conditioned it the other way, now condition it the unwind it.
Yeah.
Madam, so nicely explained.
Thank you. I mean, I've been doing this almost 1 year since I read the book Power of Now. It's such a impactful book. And I started practicing. I said, if there is 1 or 2 things I can implement, I want to see that change in my life. So I started practicing mindfulness and being a witness in the witness consciousness and just being aware. Like so much that when I'm in the kitchen, when I'm walking, wherever I am, I try to feel myself from within. I'm like, I have to feel that I am in this body, I am in this breath, I am here and now. So intensely that I used to ask, Preeti, I want to experience what is that gift, that miracle you say, that live in this moment. It's the present, is the present. I want to experience it. You have to help me. So, I felt like when I was asking masters that I want to experience help me, I started seeing the miracle in my life that I could really see what is this present moment. And I could see that I am just the awareness. I can sense that I am just wearing this body. I am not
Thank you,
this
Victor.
body.
Thank you so much.
So much of such beautiful experiences I've been having, and I try to share my own experience wherever I go, just like you have been sharing. When it comes from your experience and not just from your bookish reading,
So true, madam.
it resonates and it comes out differently, and people are able to
Relate.
to it.
Yeah.
So
Very good. I'm so happy that you're practicing this. It shows that it's doable. It is doable, masters.
And as a husband, I can attest to the fact that if anybody, you start practicing, you reach out to your own family. We get influenced by your mama being mindful. He's showing you how to do it, how to have a mindfulness oriented meal, any interaction, more now for a whole day. This weekend I'm not going to talk to any of you.
I have actually been able to do Mauna for 3 weeks. And I was working with Dr. GK, spiritual tablets. They actually asked me to sit and have some discussion with you about few topics. But he put me on a 41-day complete silence, and he didn't give me any warning. I just was talking to him and asking him something in a retreat. And suddenly he said, I had mentioned to you a few weeks back that you should try to practice silence, right? And I was saying, yes, sir, I'll think about it. And then he looked around, there were like 30 people in the retreat, and he said, from this moment, for 41 days, she is in Mauna, complete silence. If you want to communicate, just write, and she will write back. That's it. Madam, it started now. And I was like, okay. But actually, my strength really bothered me because I also, like you mentioned, you like to talk and express. I'm a very extroverted person. I like to express. But that 41 days of not being able to speak, there's a lot of miracles for me. I was able to understand, I open my mouth. It's not me. It's the ego most of the time wanting attention. The same thing.
That is so true, madam. 99% of the time, we feel that expression is required. And honestly, the more we understand that silent can express a lot, communicate a lot, then our life will change. I don't know how many of you are following the Sakshi program that I'm doing in Telugu. You are following, madam? Have you have watched all the episodes, or you are
Like a first episode till that.
till the end? So you have also completed. I did Sakshi Telugu program for 2 years, masters. That tells you complete right from this. Any child also can understand why we are the way we are, what is our problem. So if people understand Telugu, I would recommend, because you people have so much thirst for knowledge, go on to my YouTube channel, which is Saroja's. If you just put Saroja, it will come, because there are not many people who click that name. And go to my playlist, and it's called Sakshi. I did the program for 2 years. It starts from the basic, why we are behaving the way we are behaving, till the end of how to be one with ourselves. So very simple language. And people who have attended Sakshi session with us, it is not just a program, masters. We call it yagya. It's a Sakshi yagya we did. We learned, we practiced along with me. So we all are doing Sakshi Yagya Kuchana. So we all are doing this Yagya, masters, where because witness consciousness, it's not easy. Ramana Maharshi sat there and talked about witness consciousness. We read books at the end of the day. What is this witness consciousness? So when 2 years back, when I was in, my father-in-law passed away, and I just finished the 1000 Seeds of Joy Wisdom, and I thought, for 3 years I have given this wisdom, I need a break. And just one day, this request came that you have to start Sakshi. And so much, where to start, where to finish. Went for 2 years, every Wednesday. And that wisdom is not one place we have not touched, master. So if you can understand Telugu, and if you really have thirst for knowledge, now Hindi people are asking. So I'll be after going back to Melbourne, I will start Sakshi in Hindi. So we did 75 episodes. Now masters want to practice. So they are going through every episode and they're making notes. How do we practice in life? So when you practice with multiple people, it becomes easy. If you're practicing alone, difficult. But okay, we 200 people will practice. And people are evolving every day, masters, every day. Simple. What Ramana Maharshi tried to explain, but because those masters come up with big concepts, sometimes it's difficult for us to understand. And this is like baby language. Why we feel things are not okay? Like that madam said, first question, what did she say? Why we want to live in future? Because this moment is not okay. And the whole Sakshi episode starts with why it is not okay. They're never understanding why the current moment is not okay. So that Sakshi starts with primary question. What are you trying to run away? And why you are running away? So I'm sorry for the other languages. I haven't really had time to do it, but if you understand Telugu, please. There is at this stage, I think humanity needs in a very simple form. How can we connect to ourselves? That's all it is. But it's becoming difficult. Even on this path, sometimes it's challenging. And I understand. I understand. When I say with this passion, I only say it because maybe my passion will be contagious. You may also get that passion. That is my only reason. This no criticism, no judgment, nothing. Yeah, ma.
Yeah, exactly. So this living the moment concept. So this I feel some people are also using in a way that they're not taking responsibility of things. Like I like spoke to some like one coworker and he was like, oh, I did power off now. I'm like really into living in the moment. So now this girlfriend, if everything goes good with her, I something she wants more, get married. I will stop with this girlfriend and meet another girl. And someone else also is like, oh, now I want to live in the moment, so I'll do whatever I like party, not study for the exam and all that. So that this concept for people who overthink and take responsibility is good, but not for people who live life in one.
So they shouldn't live like that. I didn't understand your question. I
So
understood your statement.
I feel it's being misused. How do you like okay, if I'm a parent, if my kid is like, oh, I don't want to study. Today my soul feels like staying like that.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with those?
You learn a bit more about souls so that you can raise to a level to explain the child. That's why I'm saying knowledge is important. Knowledge is very, very important because unless you learn, how can you direct your child? If yourself you are in confusion, there is no way you can make them understand. You understand Telugu?
Yeah.
You go on to my playlist Sakshi, and if you have interest, Amma, because you seem to be having interest, go listen to that. Every answer to your question is there.
So one more thing with respect to this is like I have a cousin who is into like drinking. Like he keeps saying that, oh, this is what I like. Right? But everyone around him is like so sad. Like they want him to get out of that.
What want him? I also want him to do so many things. Now you're going to do what I like? Then why he should do? You will do what you want, but he shouldn't. Falling what?
His health and everything.
He said, it's not your health, na? This is, you're not into spirituality, you're still in materialism. That's the problem. This is the problem. You want to apply spirituality, but at the same time conditioned. You have to learn a lot. You cannot use those physical conditioning back into spirituality.
So can I reframe her question? Because I had a similar question.
No, hang on, I haven't finished there. So, first, whatever rule applies to you, applies to him. Only rule in spirituality is, everyone has a free will. You can do anything with your free will, anything. As long as it does not cause harm to others, do not interfere with others. That's the only proper definition of spirituality. Okay? If you have heard Patriji before, if you have heard Babaji before, you will know. That's why read. Just don't sit there. We all can read. Read as much. Get knowledge. You can do anything you want. Provided, of course, you will do because it meets your purpose. Provided it does not interfere with others' happiness. That's the only rule.
But how do you forgive your kid who is addicted to drink or drugs? How do you leave like that? Like saying, "Oh, this is so
You do what you want. Nobody's asking you to stop. You do what you want. But there is no guarantee that he's going to change for you. Nobody's asking you to stop things. What do we do? That is a different question. You do whatever you want. You want to ban his drinking, do it. Why are you asking this question? I'm asking you to think what you're asking.
So my question mainly like those people are saying, I'm living in the moment.
Yeah, they have a free will. They can say just because you don't like it, that may not align with their purpose. What are you talking, Amma? That I am the only one with right thinking and the whole world is wrong thinking? That's exactly what you're saying. Somebody feels their thinking is right. You think your thinking is right. Both have an authority to think. Okay? This is how you judge people. This is what is judgment. You want to live in the conditioned society, use all that terminology in spirituality, it won't work. First of all, spirituality means no judgment. Why are you judging? Your question started with judgment. No, this is excuse. This is how your excuse starts. Now, you ask the question, take the responsibility.
Yeah.
Just because now you are finding it a discomfort, don't point to your mother.
I keep saying to let go, but then again it comes to the point like I raised him with my own hands and now I can't see him like that.
No,
boiling his
that
blood.
is all different story. You have a free will to live, they have a free will to live. Full stop. You cannot judge. You were judging. You cannot. If you are in spirituality, if you are not, you can judge. You can live like nothing is wrong. Judgment is also right. But that's not spirituality. Spirituality means no judgment. Spirituality means no complaint. Spirituality means no interference. Yeah, solution. Whose solution? Yeah, she has to change. You have no control on anybody. If you are trying to have control on people, rule number 1, you have lost the plot. Amma, how can I manage? You are trying to mix two different things. Fully conditioned mind to spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge will never change. It has always been the same. Now humanity has changed. What is right today won't be right tomorrow. Now I'll tell you. Next, I will continue with her, but I will just give one example. In New York, I don't know about other places. The place I know I'm saying, then you can also extrapolate and say other. In New York, there is one kind of drug that is sold outside in the shops. Everyone can buy. I can't get the name of it, but you go to Times Square, it's legal. You can just buy. There's only one kind of. Is it marijuana? Yeah, I wasn't sure. Whatever it is. 2 years back, I went to New York and at Times Square, I was asking, what is that? And my son said, Amma, now they have made it legal. What does legal mean? You understand this is for you. What does legal mean? Legal means if you buy that, you won't be put in the jail. That's all it means. What are the other kinds of drugs? Sorry, madam, I don't remember all the name. Something which is banned. Give me another name. Fentanyl. Okay. Today, if somebody takes fentanyl, police will put in the jail. Because that's not right as per the law. Tomorrow, law changes. Fentanyl is okay. So what you are saying is, if something is not legal, then it is okay. But if it's illegal, it's not okay. What is this? How can you mix these two things? Because humanity will make right and wrong always. That will go on changing. Spirituality doesn't change for anybody. Human beings, what is legal, what is illegal? At one time, complete drugs were banned. Then, if somebody took drugs, then parents say, oh, that is wrong. Today in New York, if somebody takes marijuana, no, they are not wrong. They are legal citizens. How come illegal became legal overnight? This is how our thinking is. They are taking alcohol. It is wrong, madam. One day, somebody will come up with the rule that alcohol is very good for health. In fact, it's already coming up. Wine is good for heart. Oh, very good. Then if your child is drinking wine, no problem, heart condition solved. This is how humanity is. Out, sir, this is how it is happening. And we are basing our spirituality on this kind of thinking. Don't mix two, Amma. You will never learn the spiritual path, I'm telling. Never. Because this changing rules is the conditioned society. Society doesn't know spirituality. But you are going on that path. So you evolve to understand what is happening. Society truth is always changing. Always changing. Because it's all legal, illegal. How can you mix the two, Amma? Amma, your question.
I guess I'm just trying to reframe her question because that came into my mind as well.
No, the question has already been framed and answered. You have any other question?
No,
Yeah. Any other, Amma?
I think in the situation where there is something going on, and the rest of the houses, the members are being disturbed. Is it possible, because we say everything is a mirror image of whatever we have inside, which we are mirror image. So is it possible that there's a lesson that they have some, in the family,
Yeah.
someone has to learn?
There is a
So
lesson.
once the lesson has been learned, this habit of whatever that person is going, will
There are two things you are mixing up here. There is a lesson. No, stop there. There are two things and you need to understand that. There is a lesson. Definitely there is a lesson. Any experience you are going through, there is a lesson.
Yeah.
Just learn the lesson. But your dialogue is not stopping there. That lesson is associated with an expectation that the moment you learn the lesson, will that wane away? Wrong. The moment your question starts with an expectation, that is against the spiritual path. Life should be led with no expectations. If you have expectations, fine, but no guarantee that you will meet it. So your only first part is right, second part is the wrong part.
No, because why I said it in spiritual tablets, there is a lesson called Kali lesson.
Madam,
Where-
please don't bring other things into this. Because if I say it's wrong, it is not right. Because if you bring spiritual tablet into this, and if it is not according to spiritual thinking, everybody knows Saroja Gundapalli. She will not think twice to say this is wrong.
No,
And I don't want to.
Okay,
Please
I
don't.
won't say the
Yeah.
word, but
You just talk about things,
Yeah,
but don't
yeah.
bring masters. It is not right, Amma.
Sure.
You don't never do that. When you are in spiritual discussion, do not bring masters' names because I respect every person. Every person is a master.
Sure.
And if something is not right, everyone knows I will not take 2 seconds to say it is wrong. And when you put names into pictures, it is not right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, what I have understood is that when there is a husband who is, addicted to alcohol and causing a lot of issue in the house, the wife sometimes has to awaken that something in her, the power in her or something. So that's the lesson for her to learn. And once she awakens that inner power,
And what will the husband do? He'll just sit there and keep drinking till the
then-
power awakens in the woman.
No, it actually is, that is how this is my understanding that that's how the soul plan was made, that this lesson has to be learned by the soul, how to awaken and become more powerful or awaken that inner power. So that will then help, make this person.
Again, expectation. Second part is always full of expectation.
Soul plans are.
Do you know the soul plan? Did you see your soul plan?
No, my understanding was soul plan.
No, I'm telling you, madam, I understood your question, but you understand. Second time you're asking the same question and I'm trying to tell you. You have an open mind.
Yes,
You-
I have understood.
No, just stop there. I got your question. Let your defense mechanism down. 1 minute ke liye let it subside and listen with calm mind. Because there is already a preconceived notion which is coming out second time. Let me explain. Okay? Calm down. Calm down. Don't have to rephrase your question. I understand. I'm trying to tell the same thing again and again. You're just changing the question. Matter is still the same. You are living a life with my husband, with anybody. Okay. Something is happening in others' life. First of all, understand. Everyone's life, they have the power. Somebody's life is happening. Let them live their life. But yes, you want to learn something from their life, which is great. That is, you're taking that experience and you want to change. Whatever change. What change can you do? The biggest change you can do is accept. There is nothing more to change. You can't change other people's thinking. That's wrong. That is interference. You should never go brainwashing people. That is why even when you tell meditation, you only tell them once. You know, this is good, this is working for me. They will not change till their time, their karma exactly comes. You try to force them, you are getting entangled with their karma, madam. So there is no brainwashing in the syllabus at all. Now your thinking is, if I change, they will change. You change. The only change here is, madam, you have the option to accept them or not accept them. That's the only free will you have. If you don't accept them, who will be in inconvenience? You will be in inconvenience because you'll be seeing them suffer, and that will make you really feel bad. Their life, nothing will happen, it will continue. You have the power to accept or not accept. That is the only spirituality here. Everything is in this life will exactly happen as per the soul plan. You have a soul plan, they have a soul plan too. Whatever they are doing is for their learning too. So you take the learning, and the only choice here you have, madam, I will accept this person. Yes, he's drinking, but this is for my lesson, that can I accept with all that he is? And that is what is definition of love. Love doesn't mean changing other person to manipulate or make him according to what you want. No expectations. Love means it is a total package. You accept the person exactly how he is, whether he's drinking, he's not drinking, he's black, he's white, he's short, he's tall. That is what love is. If you really love a person, you have to accept him the way he is and allow him to do whatever he's doing. That is what the true definition of love is. That is how the whole creation is created. God gave us free will. The universe gave us free will. He doesn't ask, how are you going to use your free will? I will give you free will only if you do this. No. Whatever we do, universe never comes in our way because universe loves us. If we want to extend that love to this humanity, if we are loving somebody, whether it's our husband or children, it's a package deal. You have to accept them exactly the way they are. But if you think that they will change if I, that is with a wrong expectation. You change. You get whatever learning you want. The only change is accept them. Because already you're not accepting. Something is different which you're not able to accept. The only choice you have is accept. Whether they change or not, that's not up to you. Leave them, whatever they want to do, you do what you can. That's all, madam. There's nothing more we can do.
So, Amma, in this, if they're expecting, we have not accepted it well.
Tell me one thing. When will you expect something when things are not happening according to you? Na? That means you're not accepting now, beta. It is very well written in the definition. If you are expecting something, means you are not accepting. That there itself non-acceptance is. You have lost the plot right in the first place. Accept karna kitna mushkil hai, pata hai? That is why it is the ultimate stage in spirituality, acceptance. करके देखो एक आदमी को accept या उस औरत को just the way they are. कितना मुश्किल है मालूम पड़ेगा. Everyone wants other person with some expectation. You know, I love her, but only if he stops drinking. I love her. Only that only is expectation. Your spirituality is lost in this expectation. Accept the way, whatever they are. Oh, but they are not changing. That's not your problem. That is their soul plan. They will do according to their soul plan. You stick to your soul plan. Do according to how you are expected to do. Try to accept. The moment you start accepting, expectations will stop coming up. You know what a great man said? A spiritual seeker, if he wants to know he's going where he's going, what is his marker? How many preferences he has. A person with no preference is on the path of spirituality, because if you're on the path of spirituality, you will not have any preferences. चाय मिल गया तो भी ठीक है, नहीं मिला तो भी ठीक है, सब ठीक है. Because everything is perfect the way it is. What are you trying to change? And if you're thinking everything is not perfect, you have lost the plot right in the stage one. But I'm not saying that everything comes day one. But fundamental to clear hona chahiye. I'm not able to accept, but I want to change the people. He's drinking too much. I just want to change him. What are you accepting? Oh, but I'm only accepting for his sake. Let him live his story, man. You live your story. This is how we have lived. I'm doing for him. I'm doing for her. What are you doing for yourself? Have you learned to accept the world the way it is? नहीं ना. Weather अच्छा नहीं लगता, ये अच्छा नहीं लगता, वो अच्छा नहीं लगता. We have a list of what we don't like. How can you accept the world? And yet we all came into this world because we wanted to be here at this moment. We chose this moment. Then why are we running away? And this moment is exactly the way it should be. We all designed this moment. We all will join like this. Then what is not okay? What is your expectation? Ye fundamental is going wrong, beta. There is nothing going wrong. Everything is just perfect the way it is. Accept karo. If you don't accept, your life will be miserable. किसी का life miserable नहीं है, हमारा life miserable है. But that is the truth, beta. ये मेरा truth है. जब ये आपका truth बनेगा, then you will take it. तब तक नहीं होगा, कुछ भी नहीं होगा. I made it my truth, so for me, burden has released. Whatever it is perfect. If you don't like it, that is your problem.
Earlier, you mentioned how in everyone's spiritual journey, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're not hurting another person, then that is like spiritual journey okay. However, like if I'm using other people's examples, let's say like you personally are a drunkard, you're someone who's causing innately a level of pain in people close to you. And even if they accept you, that's their journey, that's their thing. It doesn't stop the fact that you have caused this pain.
Yeah.
And how do you know if that's your soul plan or your free will? Like, what is
Very
objective
good question.
morality?
That's very good question. The second part, which I was trying to answer and I put it aside, was this. I said there is another layer on top of your question. That is this layer. So there are two aspects that run our life. Very good question. I was trying to avoid because I thought discussions are going on. Now you have raised a very good question. Every lifetime we come here, our life is governed by two major facts. They are not the only two. There are other things also. But we'll park that for a minute. There are two major things. One is your soul plan. Second one is the prarabdha karma that you bring along with you in every life. So the whole life game is between your soul plan and prarabdha karma. So soul plan is coming up with your themes, and prarabdha karma is all the energy that you have released, which the cycle has to close. So what we do while you are making soul plan, the masters also take into account your prarabdha karma. What are the lessons you were supposed to learn? And they also put that into it. Right? Now, drinking, maybe you may be feeling difficult because your understanding of materialism. If it is causing pain to others, you're drinking. I don't want to use this as one example. Anything that you're doing, if it's causing pain to others, then that is energy you're releasing, which has to be completed. So where does that go? Into your karma account. There is already an account that is being maintained, right? So why did I say don't interfere or don't get into other soul plan? Because you're creating more karma for yourself. Every life and death is also prarabdha karma. From that big bag, you're bringing a packet. So we're all struggling to finish that bag. Big bag is there back home. But without the knowledge of what we are talking, with the ignorance, we are tipping fingers into everyone's life and creating more kriyamana karma, adding more karma. So that's why I say awareness, because being aware helps you know, are you on the path or are you meddling with everyone else's karma? So that's why I said, be careful whatever you do so that it doesn't get too much entangled with people around you, because it's just not soul plan. There is this karma also that runs along with it. And we should be very careful once we are into this path, not create more karma for us, because everyone knows this karma. This whole game is going, whatever energy you have released, that energy has to come back. Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? So when you know that rule so well, got to be very careful. That's why spirituality basic rule is non-interference. Even Patri sir, if you read, I know you people know him, that is what he says. Non-interference. Don't try to improve other people's life. That is the mess we start with. You improve your life first. Patri sir would hit people if they talk like this. I want to improve their life. He said, first improve your life. Because your life is in your hands. Nobody else. Your life is in your hand. My life is in my hand. So do whatever you have been given free will, you try to address don't create more karma. We have to be so careful when we lead this life, Amma. Be careful what you are doing, and that's how it is. So Suruchi, it's 7 o'clock. You people are, do you want to meditate or you want to food or whatever? Yeah, कितनी देर कर सकते हैं बेटा? You just tell me because I want to make sure everyone is okay. आधा घंटा करें, 40 minutes. So masters, we all had very good question answers and I'm so grateful to all these masters, such amazing questions. That is how we learn. That is how we learn. Can I ask my last question? Be good. After meditation. Even while we are eating, we can talk. Oh, no problem. So we'll go into meditation, masters.
Yes.
We're all together here. And let's make use of this time. Sleep it. Meditation start karwa, okay? So people who are new to meditation. Yeah. Thank you, Amma. So can we please put all our phones on silent, masters?
Amma, Amma,
Yes,
Namaste.
masters.
Amma, here Devi ma'am has one question if you want like to take.
Yeah, we'll come back again to question answers, masters.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, beta. हाँ तो उनको announce करने को बोलो पहले उसके बाद हम फिर ध्यान start करते हैं. You tell them because later I don't think she'll have a chance. उनका time भी
Okay, एक announcement है. So spiritual tablets.
Hello, masters. Can we be quiet for some time, please? Then we can quickly start meditation.
We have a Hindi session going on. अभी चालू होने वाला है. It's a 41-day program. So उसका registration open है. If you need a detail, you can contact me and have the information.
So this is a 41 days program, masters. This is for newcomers. Yeah, this is for newcomers. जिनके लिए ध्यान और ये आध्यात्मिक मार्ग is something new and they have stepped. So this is a 41 days program where 1 hour every day, आधा घंटा ध्यान करते हैं and other आधा घंटा is about this wisdom. I always say, जैसे we have 2 eyes, one is ध्यान, one is ज्ञान. Both are required. जब तक ज्ञान नहीं होगा तब तक we will never understand this जनन मरण चक्र से बाहर जाना बहुत मुश्किल है. So ध्यान is important, ज्ञान is important. That's why every day, half an hour of meditation, half an hour of knowledge. And it's all the knowledge that we have covered in 10 years. Now they are covering in 41 days. And they talk about all this, soul cycle, soul plan, karma, everything, every topic, Mother Earth. And about forgiveness, gratitude, this 41 days, every topic has been covered. So we have been doing English, Hindi, English and Telugu, and now Hindi is also there. So I think that's what Nikki is saying. If anyone wants information, you can contact Nikki. So I think Nilima, Nikki has covered that.
Thank you, Amma.
Okay. Thank you, Nilima.
Thank you.
And masters who have question, we'll finish meditation and we'll take it. We all masters are here and I don't want to waste anybody's time. So please remove your glasses if you're wearing one and please switch off your phone like this and cross your feet, interlock your fingers and place them in your lap. If you're first timer, then this is the position. And if you're sitting on a chair, cross at the ankle. Yeah. And interlock fingers, place them in your lap and gently close your eyes, masters. And when you close your eyes, masters, I'll be talking. You can still listen to me. Close your eyes. Yeah. Make sure you start with completely present moment awareness. This is where we have to start. Are you in this body? Don't run away into some other breathing land. Make sure you practice awareness before you jump onto your breathing. Completely be aware of your body, masters. Completely. Right from the top of the head, coming all the way down between your eyebrows, coming way down to your throat chakra. Feel that place, how it feels like. Totally be connected with your body, masters. This is called present moment awareness. Unless you are totally grounded in your body, there's no point really moving forward with this meditation. Let's go a little bit further down, masters, near the heart, Anahata chakra. There is a beautiful energy junction. where our heart resides. So focus on that, masters. And as you go down, masters, just above your belly button is Manipuraka chakra. Go down to the Manipuraka chakra, masters. Start feeling that area of your body. Body is the best anchor of present moment awareness. So it's very important for us to be totally grounded in this body. Now, as we go down a little bit more, masters, just under the belly button, Swadhisthana chakra, totally be connected with that, masters. Try to go a little bit further down. And then at the bottom of our spine, masters, we have root chakra, Muladhara chakra. Just try to feel these energy areas so that we are totally in sync with our physical body. As I said, physical body is our temple where we reside, masters. So very important for us to understand how we connect to our physical body before we start thinking about moving forward in meditation. So now you are in completely sync with your body, masters. Now with your 5 sensory organs, can you smell anything in this room? Just try to connect with the present moment, masters. What can you smell? Whatever that smell may be. What can you hear? Can you hear any noise? Is that the beautiful fan noise you're able to hear? What else can you hear, masters? What can you taste? Use your sensory organs to completely be grounded in the present moment. How does your skin feel like? Are you feeling cold? Are you feeling warm in this room, masters? Now that you're completely grounded in this moment, masters, you are with your body. And I would like you to slowly bring your attention to your breath, masters. Your simple, natural, rhythmic breathing. So as you breathe inside, feel the cold air that touches your upper lip and goes inside, masters.